Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome to Josh and Megos at Ringside Mania, where we're gonna chat about WrestleMania. It's gonna be a more casual episode. We're not gonna be like match to match or anything like that. We're just gonna talk about WrestleMania and NXT Takeover, what we liked, what we didn't like. There's a whole lot of what we didn't like, but at least more so on the WrestleMania side. We're just gonna gush about NXT and how awesome that was.
Yes.
Josh, what did you think about WrestleMania weekend for the first?
Overall, I had a pretty good time doing it. I mean, it was just kind of weekend of wrestling. I watched a lot of shit. Kind of burned myself out on it again, but I regret drinking too much. But overall, I enjoyed it. How about you?
Yeah, with the inclusion of the network, it's turned into sort of almost a whole entire week of wrestling, because it starts from Friday with the Hall of Fame and it ends on Wednesday with NXT doing its thing. So it's like 5 days of wrestling. Oh my god!
Did you check
6
out?
Days.
Yeah, did you check out any of the non-WWE stuff like Supercard of Honor or Impact versus Lucha Underground?
No, I wasn't able to. I don't watch Lucha Underground. I'm never going to watch TNA ever. I'm done. I have below zero interest. They owe me interest. And I usually try to watch some of the more indie stuff during the time, but I don't know. I only had time to really watch WrestleMania. I had to watch NXT on my free time because of work and such.
Yeah.
So much wrestling.
Exactly. There's just, I mean, it's like, just with NXT and WrestleMania alone, that's almost I think about 15, 20 hours of wrestling or so. So it's kind of
NXT was 3 hours, and then WrestleMania was 3 hours. So yes, 10 hours of wrestling from WWE just on Saturday and Sunday. That doesn't even count. That doesn't even count Mondays 3 hours, Tuesdays 2 hours. No, 3 hours, because it also has 205 Live. And then Wednesday, you have 1 hour of NXT, so it's God, so much content.
Exactly.
Just getting all in there, just blitzing you with so much wrestling. Just wrestling overdose,
Yeah.
So let's talk about NXT.
So
this show was awesome.
I love this. Oh my god, I love this. I love this show so much. Oh my, this is actually probably the very first, I guess this counts as a pay-per-view, kind of, even though it's network. I'll just call it pay-per-view, because
it is a pay-per-view. This is pay-per-view quality. This is
exactly
excellent.
Because this is the first one I've ever watched live, on the network, and this was just, it was amazing. I was just blown away by just how just profoundly good it was. I was expecting it to be, well done, but it was just I was sucked in from start to finish. I was just wow.
Yeah, it's been a while since I would say that the entire show of an NXT Takeover has been excellent, especially a WrestleMania one, because last year's was I would say is a bit of a transition from the previous class to the next class, and not saying that NXT didn't have stars, it's just it didn't have that presence about it. Now that it feels more established with this class.
Yeah.
That we were able to have an awesome show from front to back. Mm-hmm. It wasn't 3 okay-ish matches and 1 really good match, and then everything else, and then the fifth match is whatever. This was good from beginning to start.
Because even the weakest match on the card here is is top notch.
Yes. The women's match was a match that, when I finished watching, I was I had to pause it and really think about it, because I was wow, that was fucking fantastic booking, and it's just such good booking. Triple H and whoever he has down there with him to do the booking and all that is just they're doing an excellent job. And I forget that Triple H genuinely loves wrestling. I mean, sure, he loves putting himself there too, but when he shows that he has this ability to really make stars out of people. Mm-hmm. And it's such a much better, more pure wrestling way, not in the more, we're all characters, It's we have characters, but we're also all excellent wrestlers who are booked to our strongest. It's almost Paul Heyman-esque,
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean, because he's good at making dudes sorry, I'm trying to articulate this. Dudes who probably maybe wouldn't take off in like, mainstream WWE or maybe in other promotions, and like, and just find something special about them to, make people love them.
Oh yeah, some of these guys are Vince McMahon poison. Like Velveteen Dream. Oh my god, that dude would never survive under Vince McMahon because he's all these things Vince McMahon hates. Or Ricochet, never. Vince McMahon will be like, he does too many flips. Or like maybe Killian Dane, maybe Lars Sullivan. Those two maybe, but like no, I think Vince would also super drop the ball on Adam Cole. Hell, on the whole Undisputed era, like you see Kyle O'Reilly, you see how fantastic he is of a technical worker, and he's able to get his character by all the stuff he does in the ring, but like he's just Joe wrestling, just by a surface level, and Vince is a very surface level kind of guy. He never really delves deep into complexity because he's senile and old. Yeah, let's talk about the ladder match.
Yeah, let's. Sorry. So I did watch like the last episode of NXT came out before this before TakeOver New Orleans, and I don't think there was much of a build for this match. Like story-wise, it's just six dudes. Hey, you six dudes, we got a new championship. Go fight over that.
There was I kind of wish there was a more of a build and all that, but at the same time, you have 6 of the biggest non-champions in NXT in one match.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer. I mean,
yeah,
it's like the match itself is the build,
Exactly. I don't mind that. Plus, on that note, I fucking love how the North American Championship looks. It's a beautiful belt.
It's beautiful. It doesn't have an fugly big logo on it. It's an actual belt, and it's like a classic belt too. It's got that classic look to it.
Yeah.
And here you have the WWE the Universal Championship. It looks like a toy. It's like there's a lot of respect that's in NXT to wrestling.
Nice. Yeah.
This match was awesome. Just a bunch of great spots and a bunch of so it's like. All 6 of these guys were capable of winning this match. I would not, anyone could win this, and I'd be totally 100% for it,
Exactly.
But I'm glad that Adam Cole baby won, because Adam Cole, baby!
Seriously, it's like, one thing I loved about this match is that there wasn't, one clear, MVP. Every single dude contributed something to this match.
Yeah, Velveteen Dream, yeah. Oh,
if you removed anyone from this match, it wouldn't be as good.
Yes, everyone. It was perfect. It was like a perfect lineup of all these guys who were all super over, and were able to really put themselves in the audience's hearts. Like Velveteen Dream, you see how he went from this refined, distinguished bisexual man, and then he turned into a disaster gay really quick by just his hair gets all poofy, and he's not. His limbs look like they're made out of rubber, and he does that one almost suicidal, super dangerous spot of the cartwheel Death Valley driver off the ladder. I was like, oh my god, dude, you're losing it. And then I think my favorite spot in the whole match is Dane and Sullivan are across from each other. Turnbuckle, and they have Ricochet, and they're throwing Ricochet at each other.
Oh my god, I know. I remember this one part when, I forgot who got Ricochet, but, the crowd started chanting, toss him back.
Yeah, they're both just throwing a human being at each other, just for fun. It was so funny. It wasn't, burying Ricochet. He just happened to be there. I could see them doing with any of the other 4 guys. Mm-hmm. And EC3 was able to get himself over too by being, and he's the most newest guy. I mean, him and Ricochet are the newest guys, but they're able to get themselves over. EC3 was just, he really got over that he's this very self-serious, very
smarmy dude.
Very smarmy.
He's the asshole rich dude. He's the 1%.
Yeah, and then he gets fucking owned every single second of the match.
That's his main. He is a fucking bumping machine in this match. He just like takes all the worst ladder hits.
I think that was like showing that. I think that was him paying his dues in a way because he's the newest guy there. So he's like, okay, I either do really cool spots or take some pain, you know?
Yeah. My favorite non-bumping moment from this match is after like he and Cole like team up to take out some dudes, and he like tries celebrating with him by being like EC3 baby, and he gets like just booed like crazy.
Yeah, and then Adam Cole just gets so pissed, like that's my thing.
He just super kicks him.
Yes.
And that led into one of my other favorite bits when he just starts doing a super kick party. Like every single dude gets super kick.
Yes, very indie-rific super kicks, but he makes it look great. Mm-hmm. Adam Cole, he's amazing, and the fact that he won this match is just like it really shows that Undisputed Era is going to be the stable.
I'm not gonna lie, I got almost upset because I actually was rooting for Ricochet the whole time, so I was like, yes, when he was like climbing up, and then Adam shakes the ladder just enough to get him out, and he takes it. But I like Cole too, so it was well earned. I wouldn't have been upset if any of these dudes won though.
Yeah, because Ricochet is like he's really the only babyface in this whole thing. Because like Velveteen Dream, he's a petty gay and all that. Yeah. He's like he's very heel. Adam Cole, he's the leader of the heel faction of cool indie guys. EC3, he's the rich asshole. Killian Dane, he's the monster of the pseudo Bray Wyatt faction. Yeah. And then you have Lars Sullivan, who's more of a neutral, but he's just a monster. Yeah. One thing about like commentary the entire match when they talked about Lars Sullivan, they're saying like, "Oh, he's a genius. He's got multiple PhDs," and I'm like, "This guy's
I remember that." Yes.
And like, this guy's the TF2 heavy.
That's exactly what he is. Oh my god, he's the genius bruiser.
It's like I was like, "Oh my god, TF2."
Yes. And actually, speaking of commentary, we'll probably gush a lot, but oh my god, the commentary in this was so good. Like Mauro Ranallo, of course, everyone loves him. He's probably the modern day JR, but I thought Nigel McGuinness and Percy, I forgot his last name, Percy
Jackson?
Percy Jackson, thank you.
No, wait, wait. Percy Jackson is the...
You got the book dude wrong. Percy Watson, that's his name. Oh my god, sorry.
Oh, I mean... Oof. Well, I remember when they introduced Percy Watson to the commentary team, like I sort of marked out because he was this like goofy weirdo on the second season of the 2010 NXT. I remember it wasn't even NXT. It was
it was like it was a reality show thing.
It was like a game show.
Yeah.
And Percy Watson was just this weirdo who wore like red glasses, and he went, "Oh yeah," and all that. And when he turned heel, he still did the "oh yeah," even though he was a heel. Then I thought he fell off the face of the earth, and now he's back and doing doing bleh commentary. Well, yeah, Mauro Ranallo. Oh my god, dude.
I know. I just fucking I love everything. I love his passion. I love his voice. I love how he's just that's what like the current commentary. Well. The current commentary team's kind of bad, but like part of what makes them bad is that particularly with Cole and Coach and the like, they just sound very detached. They're kind of just like, yeah, they're doing this move. This is like sports or something. We're like, now it's just like very like a
phoned in.
Exactly. Where now, like, he just sounds like he's having a heart attack every single time. He just, he acts, he does the same thing JR did back in his heyday, just where, like, he acts like an audience member. He acts like he's, just as invested in this match as you are, and that sucks you in more.
I can't believe they found another commentator who thinks that wrestling is real. Very much like how JR thought wrestling was real. It's like, Mark's Yeah, him screaming at the top of his lungs, "Mamma Mia," when someone did a really big spot really helped sell the dangerous aspects of it. It was amazing. This guy's great.
Yeah. Even like his, he kind of got shit for in the past, but even here his pop culture references were generally like well done. Like the biggest one he did was like when he like compared to the ladder match to like the Infinity War. Mm-hmm. But like it actually worked pretty well and made it sound more epic when he did it.
It was fluid. You could believe that this guy actually does go out and watch these pop culture movies, whereas I don't think Michael Cole knows what pop culture is. I don't think he knows what an Avengers is. I was really hoping that like Asuka was gonna come out as Dio, and then like Cole's calling the match, and is like, oh, I don't know if you realize this guy, but that is Dio Brando from the anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. One of my favorite animes. I love this anime, guys.
I love watching it on the Crunchyroll app that you can get for $9.99.
Yeah, and then Miles from Crunchyroll starts having a shit on the timeline.
Yeah. But yeah, this was. Do you have anything else to say about the match? I just to briefly note, Ricochet, very first time watching him, but oh my god, I can see why people love him. He is just so much fun to watch, and he makes all the crazy shit he does look effortless.
Yes, he is. Like, this guy looks like he's made out of rubber. He's just being able to flip and spin himself. It's like, how do you do it? And he's young. He's got so many years in him, and I feel like he is so safe with his crazy shit that he's going to be doing this for a long time. He's like our generation's '90s Rey Mysterio, you know?
Yeah, I saw it in like someone made a comment about that he has very good like I guess ring awareness because I didn't notice until I rewatched, but like throughout the match he was constantly making sure the ladders were all in place and like everyone was kind of just like in their right spot. No one's gonna get hurt too badly or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a lost art. That's a lost skill is having great ring awareness and ring presence, like knowing where shit is.
Yeah. But yeah, this was just amazing match. Like probably the best ladder match I've seen since like the heyday of like the Hardy Boys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian.
Yes.
Yeah, like Dave Meltzer on Twitter made a comment afterwards that I kind of like until the end agreed with, where he's like, "Well, when the world can follow up this ladder match."
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, that was like this is the best ladder match ever. Like WWE in June is gonna have a really hard time following this. You know.
Mm-hmm. TLC is fucked.
This is peak. This is like at WrestleMania 17 where that was like that's it for TLC matches. There's nothing that can follow this. And
exactly.
That proved true. Okay, next match. This is probably my favorite match in the whole card.
Damn.
Shania Baszler?
Baszler? I think that's how you pronounce it. Baszler. I thought it was like Blazer or something like that.
Shania, pick a card, any card. My card is Ace of Spades and Ember Moon.
Yes.
I can't wait for Shania Baszler to come up on the main roster, and her whole thing is like having a deck of cards, and she like shuffles them at ringside. Because that's what WWE is all good for. Is ruining people. Oh man, this match was awesome, dude.
Yes, I know. This was I saw a lot of people kind of downplay it and like kind of just largely because it came after the ladder match, but still a really, really strong match. I was pretty invested in this.
Fucking brutal. Probably the brutalest match on the whole card, and that's saying something because there was a fucking unsanctioned match and a ladder match on the same show.
Exactly. Ember Moon had a pretty awesome entrance here. She came out to her live music, which probably spoiled the fact that she was going to take the L.
I know, ever since you mentioned that factoid to me, I was like, shit!
Yes.
He's right!
Undertaker's the only exception.
Who?
Undertaker. He's the only exception. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Well, come on. They're really going to have Test and they're really going to have Albert and Big Show beat fucking Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Swerve, bro.
Yeah, that was the biggest no shit. You know, that's what Kurt Hawkins needs to do is like wrestle a match with Brock Lesnar, but like get Brock Lesnar a live band, and Brock Lesnar as he's coming out, he's like, fuck. But yeah, this match was so carnal, dude. Like the spot where like you think Baszler is gonna break fucking Ember Moon's shoulder, but then Ember Moon returns the favor and does it, and then like Shania showing that like in a weirdly babyface sort of fashion was putting her goddamn shoulder back into its socket with
that was such a badass moment.
Yeah, it's like, are you a face now?
Yeah, exactly. That pretty much it reminded me kind of like the Bret Hart Stone Cold match at WrestleMania 13, where just even though Stone Cold was the heel, just the fact that he was taking this much punishment and still going just made him kind of a face by default. That's kind of what happened here.
Yeah, NXT does that, where like dudes will be technically a heel or face, but they'll do heelish or facious things. Like Velveteen Dream, he's a heel, but he did some face stuff in that ladder match, and like Adam Cole gets pops and cheered, and everyone does the Adam Cole baby, but he's a heel, you know?
Yeah, it works because everyone still has like a consistent personality. They're not like just doing shit on the whim, but like they still feel more real because they can feel more gray.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like and that's how it should be, you know, because people are people. People don't have like hard alignments, you know.
Exactly. And Moon does like a really fucking gnarly looking full eclipse on Sashania.
Yes.
That was like the other main thing I remember is this match. Like I was actually worried because I feel like she's gonna have to tone that down because that doesn't look like a fun move to do.
It doesn't look like a fun move to do, and also I don't know how that's gonna translate well onto the main roster.
Yeah.
Especially since now she's come up, but like I can see them like saying, "Hey, find another move," but that's her whole thing is doing that move, and it's like one of the strongest booked moves ever. She
apparently does like except for they make a huge deal out of the fact like I think like Shania reversed it here or either reversed it so that makes her badass immediately. Like Asuka's the only one to kick out of it, but Shania's the only one to actually reverse it.
Mm-hmm. And everyone else is like fall victim from it and like hasn't kicked out. It's almost like Baron Corbin's End of Days, which is a move that is weirdly super strong, but he doesn't win a lot.
Yeah, they've done a weirdly good job of protecting that move, even though Corbin's kind of just like, he's kind of in that weird mid-card spot. But this move, this was a good ass match, and you're right. There's lots of brutality in it, and that like climaxes in the really great spot where like Shania finally is able to get the arm lock onto Ember. Forgot the Karabuda. I forgot what that was called. But like,
I was thinking, anytime they said Karabuda, I thought of caribou. And I said, ha 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 ha. Ooh, caribou. That match was awesome. Shout out to Baron Corbin's sister for winning the title.
Oh, I should note, Ronda was at ringside for this, and I guess that also kind of gave away that she was going to win because they're buddies.
Yeah, I guess that was a bit of a giveaway. I thought they were going to do their usual thing of, oh, this person's at ringside, look at them in the audience, and then they're not there during the entire match because they're right there at ringside, and then they're not there during the match, and then later, oh, look what we have at ringside, and it's totally 100% someone new, but they're sitting in the exact same spot. But no, Ronda Rousey sat there for the entirety of the match, which helps, which is great, which is good.
Yeah.
Probably helps that she's actually friends with Shania Baszler as part of the Four Horsewomen, or whatever they call themselves.
Yeah, Horsewoman of MMA or some shit. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, good ass match. Credit to both of them because the crowd was kind of dead, understandably, for the first half of it. But like as soon as like they started getting really intense, the crowd started making noise again.
Yes. The crowd was like a little like worn and torn from the previous match, but they got into this match because of like what they did in the ring, which like that arm spot like really woke up the audience. It woke me up because I was like, holy shit.
No, that was so yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing I'm happy for Ember Moon being on the main roster because this is her last NXT match, and I hope they treat her well on Raw. And I'm looking forward to seeing Shania's reign as a new women's champion. I hope she kicks ass.
Yeah. And she is 100% ready for the main roster. That's how you know you have someone good in NXT where they are ready for the roster, you know? Mm-hmm. Just by having with the few matches they have. Like, I was really iffy on her because I just saw her as, oh, they're just pushing her because she's Ronda Rousey's friend. Like, no, she's actually very good. So our next match is this whole show was great.
I know it's like there's not a bad match here. Our next match is for the It's the Dusty Classic for the Tag Team Championship.
Yep.
And it's the Authors of Pain versus I forgot they have an official name, but it's like it's Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong
Just
versus
Roderick Strong.
Pete Dunne. Yeah, thank you. And then it's the Undisputed Era, but it's Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. It was supposed to be Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, but Fish got injured, so Cole kind of had to take his place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fish went belly up, as they say. Poor guy.
Yep.
I bet it really sucks that he got injured right before this whole show. I really wish that he didn't, but
Same.
But it really added to the match because Adam Cole was like, fuck, I just won a ladder match, now I gotta fucking wrestle the Authors of Pain and Pete Dunne.
I know. They were nice. They gave him mercy, though, because he's pretty much out for most of it. The Authors of Pain early on, put him through a table, and he's pretty much out until the end.
Yes, I love that. What's it called? I love that Paul Ellering said, "Make an example out of him." And they pulled out Adam Cole and fucking killed him.
I'm gonna miss Ellering on now that he's split from the Authors of Pain. He works so well with them.
Yeah, apparently it wasn't because he's old and doesn't want to travel. Like, he's totally up for it, but I guess Vince is like, you're old? I'm the only old guy around here. No managers. Only Brock gets a manager.
Even with Brock's case, they still, every single time say that Paul's an advocate.
Oh, that's so weird. What the fuck does that mean? Advocate. What does that mean?
He talks about how cool Brock is. That's his only job.
I guess, but it's like, you're not a manager? You don't... that's so weird. It's like, WWE does this fucking weird thing where they open a thesaurus and they find the most big $1 million word for, simple words. And they also oh no, they're not this, they're this, to make it unique. And it's like, it just feels so like you're trying to be intelligent, but it comes off as pseudo-intellectual. It's so bizarre.
I know. They seem to hate using normal terms for anything. They don't even use the word tournament. For the recent Raw Tag Tournament, they call them eliminators.
That's so weird. What is that? When they say oh, someone was rushed to the hospital. They don't say rush to the hospital. They say rush to the nearest medical facility.
I'll actually defend that because apparently the reason they do that is because the actual hospitals in the area used to get harassed with calls and shit because people that be like, oh, where is this dude in there? So now they do that to make it imply that's some kind of super secret WWE medical thing they're being taken to.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because fucking marks. But still, it's like they. I don't think you ever. Do you remember? Well, I don't think you watched wrestling at the time when Osama was got, but The Rock came out and said, "We got him. Osama bin Laden has been pushed has been compromised to an." It was instead of saying they killed him, they said that he was put into an one-sided compromise. It's like, what does that mean?
Killed isn't very TV. I mean, I'm sorry, killed isn't very PG.
Advertisers are not going to get mad that you're saying that Osama bin fucking Laden got killed. It's like, that's one of those people that you could say, yeah, they died.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's like, I'm sorry this has been such a big tangent, but it's something that's always been bugging me about WWE is that they have this obsession to just come off as how college students write essays.
They just want they just want to brand everything. It makes them sound more unique. It's why they're not wrestlers, they're superstars. It's not fans, it's the WWE universe and so on.
That one really anytime someone says WWE universe is
I fucking hate that term.
That one makes my skin crawl.
I've grown to accept superstars, but I'm never gonna get used to the WWE universe. It sounds so unnatural.
It does. It sounds like Paul Marketing came up with it, and
that's exactly what came up with it. Paul Marketing
is unfortunately very corporate.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This triple threat, awesome fucking match.
Yeah, this was a fun ass match.
Kyle. I almost said Kylo Riley. Kylo Ren. Yes. No, Kyle O'Reilly, fucking MVP of this match.
I know.
he takes so much bumps. He is like fighting for his goddamn life because it's all him.
Exactly.
Adam Cole got fucking killed, and then he has to fight like tooth and nail to keep his damn championship.
And it's not just it's like probably the two scariest tag teams right now. The big hulking Authors of Pain and Dunn and Strong were just like these badass ass technical wrestlers.
They're
kick his
like
ass.
Roderick Strong specializes in breaking your goddamn back, and Pete Dunne is nasty with his like holds and like he bites you. He fucking twists your arms in like 3 different places and starts punching your bicep as he's doing it. It's like this guy dissects you. So it's like Kyler was like fuck. I think my favorite spot in this entire match is Kyle O'Reilly takes a German and he steps up immediately and starts screaming and like he's like flexing his arms and then he collapses out of the ring. That was amazing. Really getting over the fact that he is willing to die for this,
Yeah.
Just amazing. I hate strong style. I mean, I don't hate strong style, but I don't like when people just immediately pop up from like a big move and say, "No, fuck you." I guess I get that that's adrenaline, but like indie wrestlers do that shit all the time, so it's like, no, you're just not selling anymore. But no, the way he did it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like his body cannot take it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, love this match.
And that made like because it just seemed like such a sure thing at this point that O'Reilly was going to lose. Makes the twist ending just that much more impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a good ass twist. Yeah.
Yes.
Dunn has O'Reilly pinned. He's about to get it, and then Roderick Strong comes out, fucks Dunn up, and then puts the very weak, almost unconscious O'Reilly on top of Dunn for the 3 count.
Yes. And then Undisputed Era's like, "Oh no, what's going on? Is this for reals?" And then Roddy Strong puts on the damn thing, and then like they're all like, "Ah, yeah, we're buddies."
I know. Like both like Cole and O'Reilly, just like they're all fucked up and confused, but they're like, "Don't know what happened, but we won! Yay!"
And then then they're all like celebrating on the ring, and like Pete Dunne's like, "Oh, so that's what it feels like." Because Pete Dunne does this shit all the time. Like, I don't know if you follow Pete Dunne's time in WWE, but like
I haven't.
Yeah, but there's been like these 2 instances where like Pete Dunne will blatantly attack his opponent way before a match just so he can have a huge advantage. And I'm like, he does all this heelish shit, and I'm like, yeah, it's finally catching up to you.
Exactly. It reminds me of that cycle they had with WWE betrayals where like 1991, you had Shawn Michaels send Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window. 2008, Chris Jericho betrays Shawn Michaels and like shoves him through the Jerichotron. 2017, Kevin Owens betrays Chris Jericho at the Festival of Friendship. So Owens' time is coming up.
Owens is probably gonna get like Yakuza kicked through a window.
But yeah, this was this was probably like not this is a bad match, but probably if I had to rank them, this would probably be the weakest one. But that's only just because of the quality of everything else. On its own, It's still an outstanding tag match. Great story, great ending. Everyone did a good job. I wish the Authors of Pain the best of luck in Raw, and I hope they look like badasses because Raw badly needs a good tag team. That's not the bar right now.
Yeah, Raw needs this monster tag team. Like. I bet you they're setting up for like maybe at Survivor Series if the Bludgeon Brothers still have the belt, they're probably gonna have these 2 like
that would be the hype of shit.
Each other.
I would be so down for that.
Just like monsters, just like these. It'll be literally like Godzilla versus King Kongs.
Exactly. So, yeah.
It'll probably be like the unofficial sequel to like the 4-way at SummerSlam last year.
Oh yeah, exactly. Just Car Crash TV.
Yes, hopefully it delivers. This match was great. Kyle O'Reilly is the MVP, and he is the ultimate boy in NXT right now.
May the undisputed reign heir have a long, fruitful reign.
Yeah, I hope they don't stop at 4. I hope that their whole thing is just basically one big group of guys who are in PWG, ROH, and all that.
They're like the NXT equivalent of the NWO, right?
I wouldn't say NWO because that would involve having like an old guard being like their leader. I would say it's
Okay,
mostly
yeah.
just kind of like an invasion, but done a little bit better.
Okay, yeah. Because that's
More
what it feels.
subtly.
That feels like they're like the dominant, stable right now. They seem like they're kind of assimilating everyone else in NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see them maybe acquiring Ciampa, but I think Ciampa is a pure evil neutral.
Exactly. He strikes me as a lone wolf dude. Like he doesn't like
Yes.
anyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our next match is for the NXT Championship.
And
Aleister
this-
Black
Yep.
versus Andrade Cien Almas with short stack Selena Vega.
This was another just super kick-ass match.
Yes, this was great. 1 year in the making, literally. And it's like a year. The theme of this match is like how much can change in a year, and like Almas went from jobber to the champion, and it was natural. It was believable because he said, "Oh yeah, Selena Vega got his shit together," and it shows. Like she helps him win matches, and like he is amazing in matches. Like this guy is great. I'm saddened that he's not on SmackDown. Maybe he might show up tonight, but
Yeah.
I'm really sad that he didn't get called up with Selena. You know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Though I wouldn't mind him staying in NXT for like, a little bit longer.
Yeah, probably till SummerSlam, after SummerSlam, or
Yeah, it makes
maybe if they
sense.
do it again. The like last year they had NXT Chicago, and that was in between SummerSlam and WrestleMania, or no, WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But these two are amazing. These two are these
Yep.
two are great.
Because this kind of felt like almost like a bit like a. It maybe it's partially because I know Aleister Black isn't a bad dude. He has that very like horror aspect to him, but it kind of almost felt like a bit of a slasher flick feel to me because like they do everything in their power to try to put Black down, but he always just keeps coming up.
Yes, he is. That's the power of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
The devil, man. I like how the guy who was a fucking Satan worshiper is the face and the guy who just has a hot girlfriend is the heel. It's like that's that weird thing about wrestling. Like Satan is cool.
Exactly, and we just accept it. Like, yay.
It's like Undertaker. He's literally a devil man, and he has a. Well, not devil man, but he's literally a devil man of devil, and he
Exactly.
he's a face. He's like the biggest face ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this match was awesome, dude. That double knees on the outside ring post where he just collided his head with his knees in the steel ring post. That was awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That must have sucked taking it. And yeah, this like they were doing everything. Aleister Black is like the strongest booked guy in the world right now. Like no one can beat him.
He just looked like a total badass. Cause it was great because it wasn't like just like he didn't look invincible either though. Like he had that total like a face kind of an underdog quality where you just root for more as you see him get beat up.
Yes.
Because he just
Yeah,
And-
he's not like Roman Reigns style of booking. He's like he will fight to the very ends.
Exactly.
Sorry.
And yeah, Vega she was great in this match. She was very much like a classic like heel manager, just doing yeah.
She's so small, and it helps. And her height really helps for her to be able to sneak in, do a move, and sneak out. Because it's like a little elf coming in and being mischievous.
Yes.
It's great. She has been like the breath of fresh air for Cien Almas, because Almas was just this guy who was the jobber to the stars. He was like their Dolph Ziggler down there, and now he's actually shit. He ain't shit before, but he's shit now, you know.
Yeah.
And it was great. Aleister Black is our new NXT champion, and I hope he reigns forever. He should get called up with the belt because he's super not losing.
That could be a storyline. He took the NXT belt with him to like Raw or some shit, and then spit back.
And then, like, when someone tries to stop him, he just does his awesome spinning reverse roundhouse kick. It just kills them. That is the best move.
That is.
And yeah, the NXT Championship match was a fucking phenomenal match. Go watch it. You bum.
Well, just watch the whole show.
Watch the whole damn show.
Yes.
And up next is
And we got our. This is technically not an NXT event because this is an unsanctioned match.
Yeah. They're still going to film it and air it, but it's not a match. Did you see Ciampa saying, well, that win didn't count because it was unsanctioned?
I did. He's like the dude you play with as a kid who's always like coming up with bullshit for why he actually won. Like, well, that didn't count because my shield reversed yours. Stuff like that.
I don't know why. Every kid had that like same idea of just I'm invincible.
I know.
It's out of nowhere. Yeah, this match was a movie. But in a good way.
This was a long ass match, but it deserved it. I didn't feel the length at all.
Yeah, it was like these two hate each other. Wrestling
Exactly.
has, or at least WWE has had this long ass drought of two wrestlers who absolutely hate each other, just fucking despise each other. You know, it's always just over like just the belt, and we are rivals, and we have like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, but that was like 2 years ago. Now it's so we had this drought, and they have filled this void. You know.
Yeah, exactly. You need those like it feels like a lot of like feuds are kind of just in modern WWE feel very impersonal. It's just kind of like, well, good sir, I would like that belt from you. No, sir, you have to fight me in honorable combat. Let's shake on it. And like that's not always a bad thing, but you know you need some blood feuds. You need some real heat.
You need people that like just you need passion. You know, there wasn't that much there's not that much passion in between wrestlers. Like you just see them like kill each other and go, or not kill each other, but like, just have a match. I guess that helps make it like feel like a sport. But this also still feels like a sport. But these just hate each other. It's like people hate each other in sports. Like,
real life sports have intense rivalries all the time.
Yeah, like the Yankees and Red Sox will literally throw hands with each other on the baseball field.
Oh, speaking of someone who hadn't really paid attention to NXT, gotta give the video package big props because it did a great job giving me like instantly of what these two dudes deal are, why this match is a big deal. Instantly got me invested in it.
Yes, like they really did not really like hold back for this whole thing. Like Tommaso Ciampa was really helped sell this match on Twitter. They did all this. They did all this like outside, like web exclusive, like Johnny Gargano being outside of Tommaso Ciampa's house and knocking on his door, saying, "Come on out, Ciampa, you coward."
and then like leading into intros, like Ciampa comes out first, and it's one of the best entrances I've ever seen because he comes out to no music because he doesn't need any because he just has the chorus of hatred.
Yes. Oh my god, that was awesome.
That was amazing.
Nothing. He just comes out to hatred.
And the crowd are just so angry and they're just so un-PG with their hatred of him. And I was actually shocked because officially on the network, TakeOver New Orleans is rated TV PG, but they still kept all the fuck you chants in.
I think there's I think the FCC or whatever really gives you they give you pardons or whatever if something is out of your control is acting up.
Yeah.
So like a crowd, you can't really do anything about a crowd chanting asshole or fuck you Ciampa.
They could
have to deal with it.
That's true. I mean, they could have removed that for like future airings, but they kept it. I just rewatched that segment like a few hours ago, and they still kept the fuck you chants in.
As much as NXT loves, much as WWE loves censoring and redubbing the audience, they love keeping this like shit in.
Yeah, because it's a magical moment. You don't want, I guess it helps. It's like it's internet exclusive technically, so they probably have more freedom for that.
It's their own network. They can sell titties if they want.
Precisely. But yeah, it's just amazing entrance. Instantly sets the tone. Also, really shows the power of a good crowd for a match because, like, while it would have been a great match regardless, just from the story and just how good these two guys are, the crowd elevates to just masterpiece level because they're just
fully invested crowd chanting "fuck you, Ciampa" or like "fuck 'em up, Johnny." Just they really believe that these two hate each other, and it was fun. It was great.
But plus that image of like just the entire crowd like lifting up the kind of like the weird. It's not a smiley face, but it's kind of just like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like it's like some emotion.
It's like a
meth face.
It is like a meth face. It looks like more like a cringe face. Like you closing one eye, but you have one eye open, and like you have a. I don't know how to describe it either. It's just like it's like three. It's like one line and then a circle and then a line underneath as the mouth, and that's it.
Yeah, it's a good symbol though, and it's just like I was just gonna say, just like the crowd lifting up like those like holding up all the little signs with it. Was a great image.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like how like Ciampa hates the sight of those. Like that's his like kryptonite.
Yeah, like in the video pack. In the video package, he was just like marking around the audience and ripping them up.
Yeah.
But it was So then, of course, Johnny Wrestling comes out.
Yes, to a hero's welcome. They love Johnny Gargano.
I know, and of course he gets a proper theme playing, and it's great. It's like a great contrast from Ciampa because it's like this upbeat music playing. Everyone's really happy to see him. He looks pumped up.
Yes.
And great touch for this match. I know we just kind of made fun of it for being unsanctioned, but they do a lot of things to kind of try and make it feel that way, from like the lights dimming to the fact that the ref isn't wearing a ref uniform.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or, like all this stuff that they did. Also, like all the brutality of this match too. Like someone got their fucking. I mean, he was totally a plant, but someone totally got their fucking crutches stolen. It's like just trying to add to the match because the crutches are like a big symbolic meaning. Because it cost not only Gargano the championship, but his job.
Yeah.
And just and like the whole like exposing on the concrete and doing a fucking power bomb onto the concrete. That was fucking gnarly.
That was that's oh my god, I know that made me cringe, and the crowd just like bloodthirstily shouting "You deserve it" just added to it.
Yeah, because Ciampa does deserve it. The
exactly.
Guy's fasted.
That was the all-time best use of "You deserve it" ever.
Mm-hmm. Instead of like someone winning some mid-card championship. And just brutal. I think Ciampa got his fucking eye swollen like towards the end.
Oh, he looked fucked up. He got. Sorry.
I
was gonna say like when I was reading stuff up about the match afterwards, I remember there was like someone cited like this interview with Shawn Michaels where he said like his most brutal matches were with Triple H. And like, the reason why they got to be so brutal is because they're legit best friends, so they feel comfortable fucking each other up. and apparently that's the same. Like Gargano and Ciampa are all like also really tight, so that's probably the same thing. Yeah.
So when we have our falling out, when we do our angle of us falling out, you have full permission to fuck me up, and I will put you through multiple things.
Likewise. Thank you.
You will put a barbed wire bat to my forehead for 5 hours.
We will get those 5 stars from Meltzer, so help us God.
You will put me in a long leg lock, and I'll be like, haha, this is wrestling. You'll give up the advantage eventually. And then 45 minutes later, I'll be like, I have no tendons on that anymore. I always won that spot in wrestling where someone is in a submission hold and they say, they're just going to give up the advantage, haha, and then it never happens. And I'm like, when's he going to let loose now? Is it going to let go?
It's like, have like the SpongeBob, like 5 hours later, cards pop up.
And he's like, I don't have a good feeling about this. Yeah, awesome cinematic match that doesn't feel like, that isn't pretentious, that really is brutal and personal. Both men were able to convey an awesome story of betrayal and getting their revenge. Amazing match. Please watch the show.
Exactly. Do you think this is a climax, or do you think we're going to get more Gargano and Ciampa matches in the future?
This is it.
Yeah.
There's no way that they can top this. I don't know how they would able to. Unsanctioned matches are usually, except for unless they were to do a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
But I think this is it.
Yeah. I think this is the perfect way to end it. Like, Ideally, this probably would have had like either of them be called up to Raw or SmackDown, but I guess there's still time.
I think they might do some single stuff now in NXT. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Ciampa for the NA title, and maybe or maybe Gargano for the NA title and Ciampa for the NXT title. You know, I don't know. We're in that weird period of now where we're trying to figure how everything is going to be after WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, I think NXT still needs some. They need to keep some of their stars on there.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. You. It's not a good idea to cull like the entire class and then expect everyone else who didn't get called up to like
pick up the slack.
Yeah, pick up the slack. Like, you need some people to, pass the torch and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Plus, it's just for brand identity purposes. You kind of need some dudes to define the NXT brand.
Mm-hmm. And, this show, it was phenomenal. This has probably been their best show since NXT TakeOver Toronto, which is the show that happened before Survivor Series 2016.
Was that the one with Nakamura and Sami Zayn?
No, NXT TakeOver Toronto was it was Samoa Joe and Shinsuke. It was the best 2 out of 3. Which
nice. That's
probably funny that Tommaso Ciampa and Gargano have been in the best unsanctioned match ever. They also been in the best tag team match ever with against the Revival.
Nice.
So you should see that.
I should.
Like that show is a good show from start to finish because all the matches are great and the crowd are really into it.
Yeah.
So this has been. It's gonna be long before NXT tops this show. Great show overall, and
I know.
Let's get into 7 fucking hours of WrestleMania. 7 hours.
You're getting those PTSD flashbacks.
It was so long. Why did they feel the need to have a 7-hour show?
I guess to make it feel more epic, but it's fucking ridiculous. It's like, it's 300 minutes. That's several hours. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, this show, I mean, NXT was able to be 3 hours, and it felt really well spaced out.
Exactly.
Everything got the right amount of time, and it didn't feel like 3 hours. This felt like 14 hours because WWE stalls, WWE wastes time, WWE pads the shit out of things. There's so much fluff you think you're on a porn set. It's like, it's off. It's like they don't get it. They just think, oh, we'll just be 7 hours and that's it. Like, no, put effort into those 7 hours. They just think we'll just have 7 hours of content. That's it. It's literally quantity over quality.
Exactly.
God.
I think it's just because the roster is so bloated now, and they kind of just feel like. I mean, I think it's well intended. They want to give everyone a Mania payday, so it's kind of like, fuck it, let's have some battle royales, let's have some more multi-person matches because they want everyone on the card.
Yeah, but it's like NXT. Not everyone's going to be on the show. Sorry, Eric Young wasn't on the show. TM61 was on the show. Heavy Machinery was on the show. The Street Profits were not on the show. Tyler Bate, he was on the show. Like, a lot of these people who are NXT, mainstays, they were on the show. And sorry, that's just how it be.
I mean, you're a rich-ass company. Just, if you want everyone to have a Mania payday, just give everyone a Mania payday.
I don't think WWE is, like, as profitable as they seem to be. I think they're I think they're just able to pay everyone, but that's because they have so many fucking people in their company. And, like, majority of their profits go into the Brock Lesnar in the Brock Lesnar contract fund.
Yeah. They actually just recently announced they changed that. He's no longer under contract. They just have him as, like, they pay him per appearance now.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
God. They should. I hope he has 0 appearances after this. Fuck. God damn. We're gonna get to the main event, by the way. Holy shit.
I know, that was a tire fire.
So let's start off with
the pre-show.
The pre-show.
We got 3 fucking matches for the pre-show. The pre-show is like, I think, almost 2 hours long itself.
2 hours and only 3 matches. This is what I mean. How do you have only 2? How do you have 2 hours and only 3 matches? How do you manage? What are you doing?
We gotta know what JBL and Booker T have to say every 5 minutes or so.
Well, you don't. I think they're gonna win. What do you think, JBL?
Well, I think Mexicans should be kicked out of the damn country. Also, I people, Trump's doing a good job.
You don't have to keep. Sorry, but yeah, seriously, it's just I hate those inane talk. I guess they're like talk show son segments where they just have 4 random dudes just yammer about the matches in WrestleMania. They're the most boring shit.
They know what the finishes are gonna be. Why are they speculating?
Kayfabe, brother.
It's like insultingly kayfabe. It's like, I know you guys know the endings of all the matches on the show. If they really wanted to do this, they should have 5 people who are not there and have them do a panel. Or I don't know. Or they should just don't do this at all. I get this makes it feel like a sport, but this is insulting.
Yeah.
Have Dave Meltzer do this.
He's just CR's me plans may change.
Plans change, And then Brian Alvarez is like, what are you talking about? Have you ever listened to those two talk? It's funny.
I have. You see, it's fucking funny because just Meltzer he just stutters so much. He's like me. You could tell the difference between someone who writes and has really formulated thoughts and opinions via text, and then when they have to speak off the cuff, it's very awkward. Yeah, Meltzer's one of those dudes. Yeah.
Nothing against him, and there's a lot of people who are like that, but it's don't have a podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm looking at the times for these matches. Okay, so within 2 hours, we had a battle royale that lasted 15 minutes. Singles match that lasted 12 minutes, and another battle royale that lasted 9 minutes. So not even 1/4 of these 2 hours was fucking wrestling. What did they do? I don't remember. What did they do during these matches? Oh, wow. Amazing. That's a skill to waste time like that.
I know. It's just, oh my god.
So let's talk about the battle royale. It was a battle royale.
Yeah. So we get 2 battle royales here. They kind of bookend the pre-show. First one's the men's battle royale, Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. I'm saying battle royale too much, but
yeah, the armbar. Just say armbar.
The armbar. That's a better name.
The Chris Jericho armbar.
Man of 1,001 holds. But yeah, it's just the lineup for the armbar here. The male armbar is just it's mainly just mid card and lower dudes.
Yes,
I think
the tag team division and lower dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest names are Matt Hardy, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler.
That shouldn't be funny, but it is. It's Matt Hardy, he is the biggest actor there, but Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler. It's a huge divide between Matt Hardy and, and those two. Oh, this is Geek Central. Holy shit.
I know. It's just, and oh my god, it reminds me why I love the Royal Rumble. That's my all-time favorite match type, but I hate regular ass battle royales because they're just so unappealing to look at. Because it's especially these huge ones, because it's just 30 dudes all crammed into a tiny ring together, and it's not fun for the audience to watch. It's not fun for the wrestlers because they just have to push and shove each other.
Yeah, you literally have to wait a certain amount of time before something interesting happens.
Exactly. It's okay, I guess it's time for me to be eliminated. Bye. Rolls out the ring.
Right. I'm gonna go to catering now.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was just one. The only story in this whole entire match was Bray Wyatt returning to help Matt Hardy, which is cheating.
I know. I was so confused. I was like, wait, did Matt? What? I thought Bray came in as a surprise entrance, but it's no, he's You're
there to help babyface Matt Hardy cheat.
yeah. It's pretty much nothing really. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler get their get their paychecks coming in just to do this one match.
Yeah, sad that even though JR's on commentary, you don't really. He just becomes white noise.
I know, because it's a waste of time for both of them. Why just have them do this fucking match?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just they all eliminate each other. Last three dudes are Matt Hardy, Mojo Rawley, and Baron Corbin. Rawley and Mojo, I meant Mojo and Corbin both won previous, the arm bars. And then Bray Wyatt comes out, beats them up, and they celebrate.
What a class that is! It's Cesaro, Big Show, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, and Matt Hardy.
It's so it sounds like some random shit that happened like universe mode for like 2K18 or something.
Did you see Mojo Rawley is now on Raw?
I can't wait.
He's gonna shut up Monday nights now. And so is Zack Ryder. So I guess they need jobbers now. Oh God. Oh man. All right, let's talk about an actual good match. The finals for the championship.
The vacant cruiserweight title between Cedric Alexander and I think I can't pronounce Mufasa Ali or
Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Cedric, help me! Long live the king.
But yeah, jokes aside, this was a good ass match. This was very entertaining. Love their entrance gear. Cedric comes out as Black Panther. Mustafa comes out as like fucking Sub-Zero or something.
Everyone was saying it was Iron Man, but no, he is Cyber Sub-Zero.
That's exactly. He had the mask. He had like the frosting going on. It looked cool.
Mm-hmm.
He
spammed his D or his triangle throughout the entire match. I hated that.
I think this match went for like 15 minutes or so. They got some time, which is good.
Yeah, they really got over their shit. A match doesn't need to be 30 minutes, and no, they were able to really tell a story. It was the heart versus the soul, cruiserweight champion of the cruiserweights.
Mm-hmm.
The most over baby faces too in that division.
Yeah, this is face versus face, and I watched like some of their promo packages on YouTube beforehand, and they both it makes you invest in both of them because it's good shit.
Just like you're happy with whoever wins this match,
Precisely. And the only thing I hated because it was so rude, but like halfway through it, but looked like a pretty important part. They show a commercial.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, they did do that.
And not just
do that in the next match.
And not just a commercial, but it's like the same shit the same Ronda Rousey promo we saw like 3-4 times already.
Yes, Ronda Rousey promo or hey, Paige.
Oh my God.
Oh dude, anytime I saw her face, I was like, oh.
I felt so bad for Paige because it's just like she probably recorded that and did Mania just after finding out she had to retire.
Yeah, and oh my God. And by the way, that scene that they show, you can just tell a movie is going to be awful just based on one scene alone. Just the way it's shot, the way they're positioned.
It looks cheap.
The way it's lighting.
Like, they spent their money on The Rock and realized, oh shit, we don't have anything else.
It just looks so boring. It looks like a TV movie. But no, it's going to come out in poly-select theaters. Oh.
Indie art film.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that looks awful. That looks like an awful movie. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Unless I have CM Punk in it. Is it okay to chant CM Punk during a wrestling movie?
In this case,
as you're watching it in the theater. But yeah, this match was great. I thought that the only thing that really that really put a damper on this match is the goddamn Spanish Fly. I hate that move with the passion. But overall, good match.
Mm-hmm.
Glad that Cedric Alexander won. This is his crowning moment because the dude was gonna win at the Royal Rumble. Then Enzo had to be Enzo Amore, and then So he had to wait, but this is better. This is way better than beating and having to wrestle a match with Enzo, you know?
Yeah.
And the cruiserweight division is on a huge upswing because now it's in Triple H's control. It's not about goofy gimmicks anymore. It's about a good wrestling division.
Mm-hmm. Good. So yeah, sorry, just like blanked out for a sec. But yeah, good ass match. Really enjoyed it. Look forward to seeing what else the cruiserweight, the post Enzo cruiserweight division does.
Yeah, I hope Rey Mysterio's like. I hope they do something with Rey Mysterious in the cruiserweight division. You know, he needs to be there to help. Help be like an old guard who still has got it, like one more run. You know.
Yeah, he fit in well.
So let's talk about the women's the
hashtag
battle royale.
Making history.
Blazing trails, making history. It's women time. This makes us sound like so. Okay, I gotta take a step back here. For some reason, I always feel like a little bit uncomfortable when we make fun of the whole blazing trails and making history. Yeah. But like, this company is very obnoxious about it. Mm-hmm. So it's like we're not trying to come off as sexist here.
Yeah, we fucking love I fucking love the women's division. I'm not like I generally think they're like one of the best things going for WWE right now. So I'm not making fun of that because I think they deserve it. I'm really happy they're we're getting women's Royal Rumbles and shit like that. It's just only when it comes like it's just the marketing sometimes when it's just like they constantly like suck their own dicks about how like look how revolutionary we are because it's like it's honestly just WWE that's been behind with women's wrestling, like Japan and Mexico and we're doing it was way before them. Like the jumping bomb angels were like the biggest thing ever. Like one of the biggest women acts in Japan, and like WWE is like titties. Exactly. They were doing revolutionary shit while WWE was having bra and panties matches.
Yes, it's like it's very disingenuous. It's very Paul marketing.
Yeah, it's like especially since their next pay-per-view is gonna be in a country where like their women are not even gonna be allowed to compete in it.
A lot of people are not gonna be there. Yeah, women especially, but I don't think Paul Heyman's gonna be there.
Nope.
I don't think Finn Balor's gonna be wearing his LGBT gear.
Nope.
At all.
Yeah, that's a can of worms for another time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so jokes aside though, I generally love most of the women in the WWE division. We need no disrespect with it, just as our disclaimer.
Yes, as a disclaimer. We respect women, okay?
Exactly. We're drinking our respect woman juice. So yeah, we got the women's battle royale, and again, like the guys' battle royale, it's just it's ugly to look at. Everyone's just kind of pushing each other around.
Actually, this had more structure to it because you had the NXT women versus the main roster women.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of had like a mini invasion thing going on where it's like we're Team NXT.
Yes. You see all the NXT women bullying the main roster jobbers.
Yeah. There's a weird thing at the start where like Becky Lynch came out to her own entrance, but then everyone else just walked down that. I don't get that.
So did Bayley and Sasha. It's like those were who they considered their main eventers, but it just seems so. They could have done the usual. We'll play your song for a little bit, you walk out, and then the next guy, But no, they just did these weird special entrances, which seems kind of disrespectful for everyone.
Exactly. It makes it like clear, this person's more important than you or something.
Yeah, it's problematic. It would have been. But I really like the NXT versus main roster women.
Actually, since you mentioned it, this is slightly more star-studded than the men's battle royale because there's plenty of like the mid card or jobber ones here, but you got Sasha and Bayley and Becky and so on. So that's kind of a bit more equal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one thing I liked was Alondra Blaze. What's her the long hair, the ponytail girl?
Sonya Deville?
No, Sonya Deville's the MMA girl.
I don't know.
I feel bad.
I don't know who you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Wait. Wait, Bianca Belair. I'm so sorry, Bianca. But Bianca Belair was.
I'm sorry too.
She did a 450, and that looked awesome. She also did her hair whip spot, where she uses her hair as a fucking whip, and it's loud and it hurts. Oh, you know how the ad breaks interrupted the match?
Yeah.
The most disgusting, disrespectful of the entire night was when Kairi Sane did her fucking elbow.
Oh my god.
They aired ads instead.
That's horrible. Like, seriously, that's her fucking signature. That's like a huge thing, and she's doing it on WrestleMania, and you cut it out, you assholes.
That's a hate crime. That's a war crime. That's all crimes.
Exactly.
It's the biggest crime on the planet to not show that elbow on stream.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I don't get it, because, I mean, it's their fucking network. You're paying for it. Why are you showing commercials?
For your own shit. What kind of dick sucking is it? That's the ultimate. You've removed every single rib in your rib cage to suck your own dick.
they didn't do that. Like, they could have shown those commercials anytime they had JBL or Booker T battling or something. But no, gotta show it during the actual matches.
Yeah, it's like, God. Man. It's really disrespectful. That's like the best elbow drop ever. And you're gonna show ads instead? Are you stupid?
Yeah, it's like they think this audience isn't gonna give a shit about this sane chick. Let's go commercial.
And they eliminate. I keep thinking that they're not pronouncing her name right. I think it's Sane, but they keep saying Sane. It's like that's a very Western pronunciation of that name. But I
guess they think it makes her sound cooler or something.
And then they eliminate her. Like, okay, the Mae Young Classic winner just fucking gets one in just like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah, everyone gets eliminated until we get kind of what was like, I think the one really major story that got built up for this match, which is Bayley versus Sasha.
Uh-huh.
They were BFFs, but they've kind of slowly been been falling apart and getting more passive aggressive with each other, and it's coming to a boiling point here.
Well, yeah, and then Sasha's been a huge bitch to
exactly.
Bayley.
Yeah, I know.
Any chance you can get.
Exactly. They, we get a good callback to like Elimination Chamber when Sasha betrayed Bayley and had her get eliminated. Where this time Bayley's finally like, she's fighting for herself and she eliminates Sasha. And it's great because like Bayley's all yay, and then it's like nope, Naomi was actually still there the whole time, and she eliminates Bayley, and Naomi wins.
Yeah, it was really funny because Naomi stares her down, and Bayley's like, "Oh fuck!" and then it's immediately a face full of ass, and that gets removed from the
exactly. Get on Naomi though. I really like her, so I mean, I don't know how much is this girl gonna mean anything in the long run, but I'm glad she got to win it.
She won the pussy trophy.
Exactly.
That trophy is super 100% like.
It's a bag.
Full blown pussy. That is a total 100% uterus.
Exactly.
It's not subtle.
No.
It's like, what is this? Turf Central?
I really want to know who came up with that. Was that Stephanie or something?
Stephanie does give me turfy vibes, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, make it a pussy.
Exactly.
And she wears that pussy hat too all the time.
Oh. But yeah, so that was better than the guys one, but not by much. But it's over. No more battle royales.
No more battle royales, thank God.
For now.
I'm glad that they keep this shit on the pre-show.
Next year they're gonna do a collaboration with Fortnite or something and have them be on an island.
They all drop from. It's like a ring the size of an island, and they drop them from a fucking jumbo jet. I would love that. That
sounds like something WCW would have done.
Yeah. That was literally what World War 3 was. Oh my god, they were at the curve.
Oh my god, yeah.
They should sue the PUBG Corporation for WCW, they use frying pans way before the PUBG Corporation. They have a case.
Yes. So yep, fine. The pre-show is mercifully over, and now we can get on to the main event, the 5-hour main card.
5 whole ball-busting hours. Just
But-
keeps going, match
But-
after match after match after match. My soul leaves my body.
But
Just says, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah. But before we get too cynical, it starts out on a high note.
Yes.
Our very first match is the triple threat for the Intercontinental title between The Miz, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. And that was a good-ass match. That's a good opener.
Yeah, really illustrating how much fun they're gonna have with the set. Like Seth Rollins, his whole thing was like the White Walkers and snow, and like he had like the blue eyes, so he was a White Walker, and it was great. The normies, I guess all the normies who watch Game of Thrones probably marked out for that.
Probably. Yeah, that was cool. I really love the set design for this Mania, including the giant mask, including the fact that they used the mask as kind of like a big Titantron. It looked cool.
Yeah, the Macho Man glasses. Yeah, it was great. I loved how the set looked. We should mention that, by the way, how the set was very Nier inspired. Someone played Nier the carnival level.
The theme park.
The theme park, and said we need to put this in our game.
Yeah, they made use of all that pyro they've been saving.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm so glad that WrestleMania had fucking pyro. Especially
I know.
since their normal shows don't.
I mean, I'm fine with the normal shows not having it, but WrestleMania, you gotta go out with that shit. But yeah, it's a beautiful set. Clearly, they spent like a shitload of money on it. It looks great. I'm glad they at least still bothered to make the WrestleMania sets look unique and and special.
Oh, definitely. They're always going to make the WrestleMania sets look fantastic because it's like that's WrestleMania. Every other show is going to have the same look setup, but like I think that's more cost effective. Just graphics, and then at WrestleMania have it be like their make it look cool.
Precisely. We should briefly know. Balor comes out. He's gay as fuck here.
Yes, he with his the gays have assembled to give him his power.
Yeah, exactly. We give him all his energy.
As he's coming down the ring, he gets on the keyboard and he communicates via.
And then Miz comes out and he has like a Naruto headband for some reason.
Dude, he is the Hokage of Hollywood. Oh yeah, broski. That really made me.
I know.
That really made me mark out that he came in as Naruto.
Yeah.
He 100% had a headband, had a Naruto ninja headband. He was like, "This is his ninja way." He even said, "This is my ninja way, Bo and Axel. I need to do this alone."
Exactly. I like that actually. I kind of like the idea that Miz kind of can have a bit of a noble side to him. Mm-hmm. Because like he totally could have like legally had Bo and like Axel like do interference for him here, but he didn't.
It was a 3-way, so he could have totally cheated, but he decided not to. He said, "Do this honorably."
He's got to be a man for his new baby.
Also, speaking of that, the augmented reality thing they did with the entrances with the
that was
3D
cool.
graphics.
Yeah.
That was, it was cool, but some of the stuff looked like they were ripped from a PS2 era game because of how low polygon the
The Miz's one was the best because they specifically have one saying "hot wife."
Hot wife. So it was straight. It was literally straight versus gay in this match.
Exactly. Seth is ace.
Yeah, Seth doesn't care. Well,
yeah.
Seth used to be straight, but then his Nazi girlfriend made him ace.
Exactly.
But I said during the match that Finn Balor's double stomp, since his boots had the rainbow on it, that if it hits you, you
turn gay.
All your all your straightness gets removed from your body.
Exactly.
But since Maurice is so hot that he needs to do it multiple times for it to work. Oh, speaking of that, did you see Jeff Hardy's gear the next day? He had the gay arms band.
So yes, I did.
It was kind of like if they fuse, they become the ultimate gay.
Precisely.
Yeah, this match was really fun. This was a really good idea to start this Mania off. There's no shame in kicking off WrestleMania, you know.
Yeah, and it. Sorry, but yeah, it served it was a good opener because it was fast paced. It was nonstop action. It got the crowd all hot and hyped up. It did shot perfectly.
Yeah, all three of these guys, I would have believed too. All three of these guys had were super believable in winning, you know.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was shocked. I was pleasantly surprised. You know, I mean, Miz isn't a bad wrestler, but he kept up with them. He kept up with Finn and Seth's athleticism.
Yeah, Miz's whole work rate is that he's very safe, and people I think they wrongly attribute that to being boring, but no, he's just being safe, and
yeah,
I think he's very good at what he does. He does the WWE style perfectly,
precisely.
And he's able to work the crowd, and he incorporates a bit of Daniel Bryan's offense as continuity that he doesn't like Daniel Bryan. He does the yes kicks and all that.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves awesomely say that, the moves that he originated, that Daniel Bryan stole. When he does the yes kick spots, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
It's cool. But yeah, no, this was, it's exactly what it needed to be. It was a fun match. All three dudes did a great job. Seth wins. He wins the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes, he desperately needed this. I think he needed it more than Finn. And Miz can lose because he's a heel.
Exactly.
But, this dude definitely 100% needed it.
Mm-hmm. And actually, since Miz is now going back to SmackDown, if you had to choose between Finn or Seth for SmackDown, who would you want?
Seth. I think now, since they have the U.S. Championship on Raw, I think it's smart. It's natural for him to go to SmackDown.
Yeah, and that way Miz isn't, he can be reunited anytime.
It's too bad that because then you would have him interact with SmackDown talent, but it's too bad that all the guys who are on SmackDown are now on Raw. Oh my God, Raw gutted SmackDown last night.
I know, it was fucking funny looking at the active roster, and it's literally on SmackDown it's AJ, Randy, the Usos, Naomi, Nakamura, and a couple other dudes now.
It's they better have some good switches.
Yeah,
tonight,
I'm sure.
SmackDown's fucked.
Since they mainly just took SmackDown's mid card, I assume that's gonna be the same here. We're gonna get Heath Slater and Rhino, titles worldwide, etc. That'll be so much fun.
But yeah, this is great. I love that Seth Rollins won. This is a good match. Good way to open. This made us more naive of the rest of the night that it was going to be this fun, but no.
Yeah.
But actually, no. The next match was actually pretty fun.
This next one was Asuka and Charlotte, right?
Yes.
Yes, and that kicked ass. That was the match of the night for me. That sold the show.
Yeah. This is probably the most shocking match of the whole night. Charlotte and these two were at each other. They have a really high competitive match. You could believe either one winning, and it was I'm just gonna go right to the finish because that's the most shocking part. But Charlotte had Asuka in the figure eight, and it was one of those moments where okay, how is Asuka gonna get herself out of it? And then Asuka tapped, and I was like, holy shit, Asuka tapped. And I wasn't mad. I was genuinely surprised. Because I thought, that Asuka had a 66, his third chance of winning. But, no, Asuka totally lost. And clean.
Yeah.
No cheating, no nothing.
They put Charlotte over, hardcore here. Yeah,
it was great.
I know, I enjoyed it. I was at first I was all salty, no, Asuka, she should never lose. But after thinking about it and when I was more sober, I was no, I'm actually really down for this. I'm glad. It's not like Asuka, went out on a weak note. It was a hard fought match. She lost to a full time person. I'd rather she lose to Charlotte than someone like Ronda Rousey. And plus, it actually. Maybe it frees Asuka up because it allows them to do more stuff with her now that they don't have to worry about preserving her win streak.
Yeah, like you said this on the stream, the whole Goldberg thing. Like, she's not Goldberg. She can have matches now.
Exactly. Like, Goldberg got fucked because, like, the streak was, like... I mean, Goldberg has some other things going for him, but the streak was kind of, like, his main appeal. And when that went away, it's just, like, people stopped giving a shit.
Like, but you're just a dude, and you're not even that good at wrestling.
Precisely. Where people loved Asuka for many more reasons aside from the streak. Like, the streak was probably, like, the 6th or 7th reason.
Yeah, like, she's a good technical wrestler. She has this, like, very flamboyant... What's the female equivalent flamboyant?
I've seen girls referred to as flamboyant. I think it's a gender neutral term.
That's such a male thing to say. But
yeah,
I guess
it fits her,
it's super maybe outrageous, like, oh, outrageous,
Yeah, I guess that works. But yeah, she's got a great she has like an interesting personality. You're always compelled to watch her. She's got that real presence to her. She's got a lot of things going for her. So this isn't gonna hurt her.
Yes, definitely, and it was done smartly. She didn't job out. She fought. For her she fought for her loss,
Exactly. I even like that she took it in stride. I like that she had this whole babyface reaction to it.
Yeah, she was like, Charlotte was ready, and it was great.
Yes.
And then oh yeah, by the way, we forgot to mention that John Cena was at ringside.
Yeah, they had him on the pre-show. They kept interviewing him. It was funny because people kept taking selfies with him. It's actually kind of cute.
He was chugging 3 beers, being like, "Oh, I'm fucking Undertaker's a pussy. He pussy." And then they said Undertaker's here, and then he got up, and as they were like celebrating and grandstanding and hot dogging in the ring, he decided to run up the ring.
No, and like Austin's got like, oh, I guess Cena's here now. Yeah, that's neat. I guess I should go.
He ran like no tomorrow too. He was really running.
I guess Nikki Bella asked him to get married today.
So we're going to have our wedding, John. I can't believe the Superstar Shake-Up split them up. They said that all tag teams were going to get split up.
John Cena is now a free agent of love.
Yes. Man, the Miz and Maurice, that just makes the Miz and Maurice seem so 100% genuine now.
I know, exactly. Like, they were right. They were completely right.
They were 100% right. Mm-hmm. Oh man,
God, it's gonna be so awkward rewatching Mania 33 now because that was such a huge moment in that. Like, that's the only reason they had that match, and now it's like,
yes, aged like milk
in just a year. But yeah, that Asuka Charlotte good ass match. If there's any match on this card, I would say to watch, it'd be this one. Both ladies did a great job. They're two of the best, wrestlers on the roster right now. Hopeful for both of them.
Yeah, it's safe to say that this is probably the best match on the whole show.
Exactly,
in terms of delivering.
Yeah.
And living up to its hype.
Yes.
All right, filler match.
Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode and Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
Oh God, we need to note that Rusev's tag team partner, Aiden English, shaved his head during the Battle Royale or something.
Really?
And I don't know why, but he had hair during the Battle Royale, and then after he lost, and when he comes back out to introduce Rusev, he's completely bald now.
Yeah, he looks like Megos. he's kind of also when he does his thing, he's kind of rapping.
Yeah.
He's rapping in triplets, which is how you rap and trap. And it was kind of funny because he had this pasty white guy doing trap music. It's and just the way he looks, it was awesome. He introduced Rusev for Rusev Day.
And oh my God, Rusev was so fucking over. The arena was just screaming Rusev Day.
Yeah, I can't imagine having an entire crowd chanting for you like that. That must be a huge confidence booster.
Exactly. And he can't even pretend to act heelish when they're doing it. He's just so overcome with emotion.
Rusev isn't even a heel if you really think about it.
He's not. He's technically is, but yeah, he hasn't acted heelish in a long ass time.
Yeah, he's got a best friend. He's got who he supports the arts. He has a hot wife.
Yeah.
He loves his country.
Mm-hmm.
And he plays video games for fun. How can you hate this guy?
Precisely. I really hope they're. Did you hear about all the drama involved with the Greatest Royal Rumble where Rusev was going? Yeah, and now that's back on.
Now it's back on. That was weird.
It was
I don't know what that was all about.
Meltzer claims the whole thing's a storyline, but it's like, what are they doing with it?
That was kind of weird.
It
hope. Did you imagine him killing Undertaker?
That would be amazing. This will be Undertaker's true retirement match.
Because Undertaker does not win casket matches. Like, he barely wins those matches at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, Undertaker does not win Barry Alive matches. He barely wins casket matches. And the only matches he does sort of win are, he's 50-50 on, are Hell in a Cell matches. It's really weird. Yeah,
it's like, maybe it's kind of like the only time where he's like,
he's going to win.
Exactly. But yeah, this is the 4-way for the United States Championship, and it's fine. That's all I'll say.
It was very short, very sweet, and everyone got their shit in, and Jinder Mahal surprisingly won. I thought Rusev or Bobby Roode were going to win.
Yeah, and just to add salt to the wound, Rusev's the one that gets pinned.
Yeah, God, on Rusev Day, what the fuck?
Exactly.
This company's dumb.
I know, it's because of Shing brother, or in this case, Shing brother interface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Rusev.
I kind of wish.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you go first.
I just wish they would have won. Like, this company could have sold so much merch, but like, no, they really hate making money sometimes.
I know. It's just they have this like weird petty mindset where it's like, we didn't get you over, pal, so we're just not gonna do anything with you.
If someone has an over chant, they
ignore it.
They really ignore it. Or they try to distance the wrestler from the chants.
Exactly.
Because they did that with Daniel Bryan. Because they gave Brie Bella and the Big Show the yes chant. Yeah, they were trying to prove that it wasn't Daniel Bryan who was over. It was the chant. I'm like, wow, this company's stupid.
And that's bullshit. And it's like, it proves the whole like brass ring mindset is like, just a bunch of shit. Because it's like, Rusev is grabbing the brass ring. He's getting himself over organically. And they're just like, meh.
Because Vince is a fucking idiot.
It's weird because Rusev looks like, Vince would love him. He's a big old dude.
Well, the problem is, he's foreign.
That's true. He's a dirty foreigner.
He's a dirty, disgusting, gross foreigner.
Vince only likes Canadians.
Yeah. That's as far as he'll push it.
Yeah.
He likes
They're close enough.
It's really weird, but oh well.
Yeah, so it's fine. I'm hopefully Rusev, they'll do something with him in the future. I'll be optimistic. Mm-hmm. So yeah, with that out of the way, next match I think what's the next match? Because I forgot.
The next match is I have it right here, is Kurt Angle
and
Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
This is a big one, and this is a good ass match too.
I had bedrock level expectations for this match. Mm-hmm. I was not looking forward to this match, but I was. Same. It was one of those things like, I know this is going to be a fucking plane crash of a match, but I'm going to watch it anyway. Mm-hmm. So I want to see Stephanie McMahon fail. I want to see Triple H fail at trying to get like mainstream appeal. Like, both of these two are doing this match just so they can get mainstream appeal, right? So. Yeah. So I wanted to see it fail. I wanted to see it fall on their face. But no, this was actually a really good match.
Yeah, this was a strong match. Ronda looked good. Like, she looked like she got, like, there wasn't any, I didn't notice any awkwardness with her. She transitioned to wrestling really well, which makes sense. And pretty much, it was just a well done, like, mix. I was actually shocked they kind of went more with the mixed aspect than I thought. Like, they actually had Triple H and Ronda trade hands and stuff. They had Angle put Stephanie in the angle lock.
He gave him the 9-volt special with the toe twister. I was surprised by all the male and female stuff, but it was booked in a certain way that it wasn't uncomfortable. It wasn't like Steve Austin beating the brakes off of Lita with a chair. Yeah, it was actually like,
because they're all presented as equals here. It's not like Steve Austin or Bubba Ray like throwing a random woman through a table. They're all in a match.
Mae Young off the stage.
And help, the girls got some offense in, like Ronda puts Triple H in like the arm. I think she put him in the arm lock at one point.
Yeah, I mean, with people like Ronda Rousey, I can I can buy it because
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey is a trained fighter. She can kick the shit out of me.
Precisely.
That's for sure.
Yeah. And
I book myself to win all the time, so yeah, that's saying
Yeah.
something.
and they and they did a good job. Like Seth and Triple H acted like pretty much old fashioned heels here. They're very like conniving. Mwah, we're cheating.
Very
we can make the
heel.
rules.
Like Stephanie McMahon, like a little weasel, like constantly cheating and pulling Rousey off the apron, or
She made the best
kicking.
evil faces in this match. She
kicking.
inherited her dad's gift.
like slapping Ronda Rousey and running away like a little chicken shit. It was great.
I love Corian commentary because he kind of remind me of like Attitude Era Jerry Lawler, where he's just like a total kiss ass towards Steph and Triple H, and it's just like he's outraged anytime they get attacked. Like, how can you guys be celebrating this? Our boss is getting her arm broken. And
Yeah, they pay our. Yeah, it was kind of like Jerry Lawler back in the Attitude Era. Like like when Vince McMahon got beat up. Like, that guy signs our paycheck, so you gonna boo him?
Exactly.
It was great.
Yeah. So yep, very entertaining match. Fun fact: the ref for this match was the same one that did Gargano and Ciampa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he has the poor guy. He had the rough matches where people wanted to kill each other. And wanted to. In this match, they were super trying to break the rules.
Trying to kill each other.
Triple H even put him in the corner and said, "Stay right here. I'm your boss." A guy on Twitter. I wish I could pull up this tweet, but it was a week ago, and I tweet a lot because I'm a loser. But
I do same.
a guy on Twitter said that this was the longest match on the card, and he even on the past 10 years, did all the what were the longest matches? Guess who was the constant factor in all those long ass matches? Take a guess. Take a guess, Josh. He's in this match.
The man with 3 H's.
Yes.
Yes.
This man got the H in, and yeah, Triple H. He will have the longest match on the card.
And the funny thing is this match is short by his standards. It's only like 20 minutes compared to, and it's probably it's probably his best one too. And like since Daniel Bryan in 30.
Yeah, it was a good match, but like, man, Triple H just.
It's self-indulgent.
I was sucking his dick for about NXT, but like for some reason he becomes an entirely different person and on the WWE, and it's all about the game.
It's fitting because that's how it is in kayfabe too. And like NXT, he's Papa H. He's a nice guy.
All about the game.
But yeah, on Raw he's an asshole. But yeah, I think it's also probably because he plans his matches really like obsessively. Like,
yeah,
he strikes me as that dude.
This was a very booked match. So I bet you he does like do the Diamond Dallas Page, Macho Man, very like detailed move per move, like moment to moment, but like going over rehearsing the match. But I appreciate that. I wish more guys had the not the drive, but like the chance to do that, because he can do that because he's the boss.
Yeah, precisely.
But yeah, this match was fun. I was really glad that Ronda Rousey was booked to her strengths. Mm-hmm. She's starting to interact with the women, with the women's roster division. However, I feel like she's a little too strong. You know?
Yeah. So I'm sure they'll probably give her an L in like the future. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the only thing more over than her in this match was her shorts. Good lord. Stephanie McMahon looked. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about the entrance that they had.
Oh, the entrance is all kicked. Especially, I love Triple H and Stephanie's. I love like the female bikers.
Their army of army of lesbian bikers and them.
I assume they're all like NXT like rookies or something like that. People that are on TV.
Yeah.
Like same thing with Charlotte's. Oh, we forgot to mention Charlotte's intro was amazing too with all the guys.
Charlotte and her 3 boyfriends. Yeah.
Yeah. Those were confirmed to be like NXT dudes.
Oh really? Cool. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a really fun entrance. I love Triple H and Stephanie doing the water spit thing in sync. That was perfect.
Yeah. Stephanie looks like You know, she's like totally a mom, but she's like one of those
Yeah.
moms who are like, "Oh, I'm feeling young today," and then she puts on her like stuff that she wore when she was dating her husband.
Exactly.
She's like, "I still got it. I still got it."
It's 1 o'clock.
Hashtag cougar on when she posts a picture of herself on Facebook. Mom, you're embarrassing us.
Yes.
Mom, you're embarrassing us by emasculating the male roster. Mom.
And then Kurt Angle comes out. It was nice to see him get the big Mania entrance again.
Glad to see him in his singlet.
Yeah, his classic. Because like his last 2 matches, he was in the Shield gear at TLC, and he was like in a Raw T-shirt for Survivor Series. Yeah, and the "You Suck" chants, always one of the best chants ever. And then Rhonda gets her intro, and she still has Joan. She has the Shrek song playing.
Yes. Oh my God. That song has been ruined by Shrek. I feel bad for Ronda Rousey because that's probably like a song her dad or something played, and she was like, "This is me."
It was her theme when she was in UFC.
Yeah. But like it's such a Shrek song.
I know. I mean, it's a good song, but I'm always gonna associate with Shrek like forever now.
Yeah, like Shrek beating up knights.
Yeah.
And ain't ogre. She should start saying like old Shrek memes. Like she should be like, "It ain't ogre till it's ogre."
Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
It's his life. I'll peel you like an onion.
I miss Shrek
Don't
memes. But yep, great match. Way better than I think a lot of people were expecting. Like, yeah. Even grumpy ass Jim Cornette said it was a great match.
Yeah, grumpy fucking man, Jim Cornette.
I know he's a
old man yells at Cloud.
Yep.
Old man yells at Young Bucks.
Old man exposing the business.
Old man gets mad at women.
He had that. He said something. He liked the Charlotte Asuka match, but he was still kind of dumb and sexist because he was like, "I think they're doing too many impressive moves." You know.
What the fuck does that mean? What?
Because he thinks it's showing up the guys, and they shouldn't do that. And I was like, what? It was stupid.
Are you dumb? Oh man, this guy's an idiot. Man, a lot of old guys in the business have too much sexism.
Exactly.
Ugh.
But yeah, so moving on, and we get another kind of cool down match. It sucked because I was really looking forward to this. Like, it was the triple threat match between the New Day, the Usos, and the Bludgeon Bros for the SmackDown Tag Championship.
Uh-huh.
And like I think it's on stream, but I literally like went to go get a drink or something, and by the time I returned, it was
You did
it was
miss
over.
it. You did miss it.
I did.
I forgot. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
It was only 6 minutes too. So like during that time, like the Bludgeon Brothers just killed the fuck out of the Usos and New Day again, and they won.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm so glad. Like when they first debuted the gimmick via a promo package, it was just it looked like 2 goofy LARPers with their fake hammers in the woods, like saying, "We're gonna kill you guys." I'm like, yeah, right. And then when they started wrestling again, they're like, "Holy shit, these guys are good
I know.
at being big monsters."
Exactly. I love Eric Harper, and Rowan's pretty cool too. So I'm glad they've got a nice cool monster gimmick that distance themselves from White.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is growth. This is good. This is smart. They're booked to their strengths. I liked it.
Yep. Fun fact: the mask Harper wore for his entrance here was designed by horror legend Tom Savini.
Yes.
Yes.
And also, yeah, Luke Harper also had his furry masks too. Like these two are big burly furries who are gonna
Exactly.
who are gonna kill you for not accepting their furryism. As they were doing that, like, you are going to put up with us having sex at a con, okay?
This is our counterculture. You gotta
Oh,
perspective.
ugh. Imagine typing that and genuinely believing. Furries.
Yeah. But jokes aside, this match was just kind of it went by too fast to really like say anything about it. It was a match.
It was really filler. I wish these guys got more time, but
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yeah, same. So next up, we get finally couple months in the making, John Cena versus Elias.
Elias.
Yes.
Where Elias like tried to really play House of the Rising Sun,
I love that. I laughed when Elias came out. That was such a good troll.
Good. Either that was a good way to get heel heat by butchering that song, or he was nervous at WrestleMania and he fucked up. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say that was him getting good heel heat.
Well, if it's later, you can just easily say, "I was just getting heel heat, dude." But my excuse.
Don't get worked. You got worked.
But yeah, John Cena kicks Elias's ass, and then he's all like, "Ugh, "I guess you're not
Come
coming."
on, pussy. Fuck you, Undertaker. You're a bitch.
More like
pussy.
the under bitcher.
Undertaker, suck my ass, and then Undertaker comes out, and like John Cena's like, oh wait, hey, wait, no, I meant, and then Undertaker just beats the brakes off of John Cena and leaves.
I love that. That's how it should have ended. I love that they had Taker's clothes come out of the arena, just
yeah.
I like to imagine they were there this whole time and we just never noticed them.
Yeah, John Cena just the realization that Undertaker's gonna come out and kill him is very funny because he's like, oh, I can handle this, and he totally 100% did it.
Yeah,
he's like, I have a bad hip, huh?
Taker looked great here. I don't know how he's feeling, but he looked way better than he did last year.
Yeah. Yeah, great. Yeah, he looked good. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see. I didn't want to see him wrestle a full match, so this is basically the best of.
Yeah, I'd also be fine if he was up for it for his next several Manias, just to have these quick squash matches.
I mean, I guess
because
at the same time,
yeah,
Undertaker just needs to hit the trail, you know?
Yeah, I kind of get it. I kind of get it too. It kind of dilutes the ending of 33 to have him keep returning here. I mean,
that was one of my favorite WrestleMania endings. Was him taking off his coat and his hat and his gloves and then leaving, and goes and fades into the wind. You know?
Yeah, that was as good of an ending as any wrestler ever gets, and it's
not only did John Cena ruin the ending to WrestleMania 33, he ruins. That's all he does is ruin endings to WrestleManias from last year. He ruined his proposal last year. Now he ruins Undertaker's retirement. Come on, man.
Cena's cursed. They gotta send him back to developmental.
The reverse Midas touch. Man, I shouldn't be shitting on John Cena so hard, but his year last year was awful. Yeah,
he started out super strong because he had that great match with AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble, and then it's
all downhill.
Exactly. It's he turned up his most obnoxious traits in promos and shit.
100%.
Yeah.
It was a man overstaying his welcome, and he was like, no, I can stay here. This is my house. No, dude, you sold the lease.
We don't need you, John. Go do movies.
Skedaddle.
Yeah. And that's why, even though it ruined the ending, I mean, I'm still glad. I mean, I'm always gonna be happy to see the Undertaker, but it felt cathartic just to see him put Cena in his place.
Just beat the fuck out of him.
I know that's what it's the most one-sided beatdown Cena's had since Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2014.
Yeah, just murders him. It's oh, you had 3 beers and you started talking shit, huh?
I know, it makes sense too. He's kind of prepared. He's kind of, he's had a few. He's
It's like watching a guy who at a bar who gets in the face of another guy, and you can totally tell the aggressor is drunk off his ass, and then he gets fucking punched and he's down and out.
Cena's gonna be on Twitter. I was drunk, so that doesn't count. Fight me again, Taker.
I was sloshed. I wasn't all that there.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So hopefully,
what's even funnier is John Cena. Sorry to trail on this, but this is something else. So I noticed that John Cena was wearing normal clothes, a t-shirt, and form-fitting jeans. Look like a respectable person.
Yeah.
And then he goes backstage to change into his gaudy, loud, obnoxious purple and green t-shirt and his jorts, his Kevin Smith jorts. And it's God, you were. Oh man. This guy's such a herb.
I really hate that. Like, has he always? I really hate that neon green T-shirt he wears now.
That's his new shirt. He's had some bad shirts back in the day that just made him look so stupid. Like I remember he had an orange shirt.
Yeah.
I remember he had this yellow shirt that he wore. Like the only time John Cena like looked cool was the Rise Above Hate shirt he had, which was a black shirt.
Yeah.
And he wore cargo shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Cargo shorts is one thing, but it's leagues better than shorts.
Exactly.
Just for God's sake, we're cargo shorts, man. We're shorts that aren't cringy.
Mm-hmm. You know,
shorts.
You're fucking 40. It just looks sad now when he does that.
Shorts. Shorts are the worst, Josh. I can't think of any worse piece of clothing that you could wear.
He's starting to look like, you know, that Steve Buscemi, how's it going, fellow kids image. That's how bad it is.
Except it's been 10 years. Yeah, this is perfect. Just had Undertaker beat up John Cena, and then
that's all it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess see you next year, Taker.
See you around.
Yeah.
Next up.
Yep. Forgot.
Yes.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. It's the fucking return of Daniel Bryan, and that's like literally all that matters. Like Bryan could wrestle anyone here, and that's all that would matter. That would overshadow everyone.
Yeah. Oh man, they were really teasing the crowd too. Man, they just love teasing the hell out of the crowd.
I know they were so mean. They put Daniel Bryan on the stretcher like early on, and it's like, oh no, like they delay that. They delay that release.
Mm-hmm. And then like when it fully happened, the crowd just erupted. So it was like, you know what? I forgive your teasing.
Yeah,
you're able to milk it for all it was worth.
Yeah. On that note, everyone else did a good job. I love KO and Sammy as a heel team. I hope they stay together for a long time because they have such good chemistry. They fit so well.
They're on Raw now.
Yeah, good on them.
Which makes kayfabe sense since
yeah,
it's like when Kurt Angle was talking to them, it's like you beat up your general manager and your commissioner there. Like they're like, yeah. Ain't like that no more.
Apparently, like I know, like Kurt didn't let them on last week, but this week apparently Seth went over her head and had them back on. So maybe she's gonna have them as like her muscle or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah,
so it was like it was pretty funny just to be like, yeah, we beat up, we got kicked out of there. We got it was like someone getting. This might sound a little bit too niche. But like this is like someone who got kicked out of a Discord server is now in your server. I'm like, huh? Hey, what happened? Like, I fucked the admins.
Yes.
got kicked off the forums.
I know what you're talking about.
It's like when two guys are like they're on YouTube and like I got banned off of the forums. They don't want me on those forums anymore. Got banned from Twitter. This match was fun. Shane McMahon's punches.
The most devastating pure striker in the business.
Funniest fucking punches you could ever see. I was I don't remember how I was during the match, but just watching
oh my god.
Just watching watching his punches is the funniest fucking thing on the planet. Just they do not connect, and the wrestler is not selling because they're not even touching him. They're like miles away from them. How can you sell that? Shane McMahon is asking the world of these guys to sell his punches. Oh my god.
Yeah. Shane pretty much did what I expected him to do in this match. He took all the bumps. He was like the underdog babyface here. As much as an underdog as like a billionaire's son can be.
Yeah. This big girthy muscular buff dude, total underdog.
But the main thing about this match is that Bryan is back, baby, and and I'm so happy for him, and I am just like drooling over all of the dream matches we can have now.
Super back too. Like he had the next Tuesday, like the following Tuesday, he had a match with AJ Styles. So it's like he's
on.
Super back in action.
Yes. I know, you can just tell like how happy he is just as he's walking to the ring. Like, just I can't imagine just how overjoyed he is.
It's like, hold on, almost as if he had the potential to be a top babyface. Hold on, WWE, you fucking morons.
Keep him on SmackDown though, please. Like, keep him away from Roman.
I remember reading or hearing that Daniel Bryan really wants SmackDown to be his show. That it's the Daniel Bryan place.
Yeah, he cut a promo on yesterday actually, just straight up saying that he bleeds blue. He's Team SmackDown forever. He talked about how the Universal Championship is stupid. He doesn't want to be champion of the universe.
Holy fuck. Yeah. Oh man. Like during the Hall of Fame, Daniel Bryan was like talking, and like Bryan was like, "Oh wait, it's starting. We gotta sorry to cut you off for starting." And like you can hear Daniel Bryan like, "Way to cut me off, Byron."
He just gives no fucks.
Yeah, zero fucks. Love that he gives zero fucks because he knows he's too big for them to release.
Exactly. The WWE needs him more than he needs them at this point.
Financial suicide if they do,
Yeah.
Stocks will plummet.
No. Riots will happen.
So yeah, fun match.
Yep. See it?
I like how we said that. Even though I said like this show was pretty meh, but like
we've been pretty happy
it doesn't
so far.
start going downhill until this point.
Yeah, this is kind of like the last good thing, the calm before the storm.
Because like, I won't say that this match was bad, but it was too long.
Yeah. What's the next match?
It was Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss.
Oh dear God, yes! This should have been like fucking 5 minutes tops. This should have been a squash match.
Yeah, but like, no, they had to have a wrestling match.
Yeah,
like, you don't get it.
I know. Alexa should not be presented as like an equal or a threat in any way to Nia, even on like a cheating level.
Yeah, it's like Nia should just murdered her, especially how they've been building this match.
Exactly.
Of like once Nia gets her hands on Alexa, she's going to kill her, and they didn't do that. Yeah. Instead, they had a 10-minute wrestling match. I'm like, no, don't do this. Just have a match. Just have a 2-minute squash. I would not be mad. This show needs to be shorter.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to shit talk Nia or Alexa here because I like both of them. It's just like this isn't that kind of match. This shouldn't be a long match.
Yeah. Like, book to their strengths. Nia Jax cannot wrestle long matches because Nia Jax doesn't know how to do a fucking backbreaker. And it's like, I'm, hometown girl, I'm rooting for you, but I'm not rooting for you to have 10-minute matches. And same with Alexa Bliss. Like, both these women don't have that good of in-ring ability, compared to, like, Charlotte and Asuka, who I would totally be down for a 60-minute Iron Man match.
Oh my gosh, I want that now.
But these two, no.
Yeah,
I don't. You two are characters. You two are. I don't know.
Alexa's a chicken shit heel, and Nia's a monster. That's her characters.
Yeah, so just had a shorter match, but no, it's just 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And Mickie James does like interference, and they do a lot of the heel
Nia Jax
shit.
Just kills Mickie James right as like the bell goes off, and then like Nia Jax is just murdering Mickie James, just kills her at ringside just to make sure she doesn't interfere.
She takes
that.
Yeah, that was a good part. But yeah. But thankfully, I'm glad they didn't try to swerve or anything. Nia is the Raw's Women's Champion. It ended out shit at least.
Mm-hmm. Wish she would get better gear.
Me
I don't
too.
think her gear. I've seen what Nia Jax. She's a very beautiful woman, very thick, very strong. But like her gear is not flattering.
Yeah.
Especially especially when she takes pictures of herself wearing different outfits and like she's wearing clothes that suits her. Mm-hmm. But like, for some reason, this gear makes her look worse. So I think she needs better gear. It reminds, oh man, it reminds me of like how Cassius Ohno, his gear makes him look worse than he actually does. Like it makes him look fatter.
Oh dear.
It looks like he's not wearing pants. It's like your gear can make and break you, you know?
Yeah. More and less than branding.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think after this, we get our third to last match, and it's a big one.
Yes, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
And this is a match that's it's hard for me to talk about because I don't think it's a bad match at all, but it's kind of just, it has a lot of circumstances that just kind of made it not as good as it, could have been.
Yeah, I felt like this match, it tried to live up to its hype, but I felt like it was a little restrained.
Yeah.
The crowd were tired.
They were fucking dead for like completely understandable. Like, I mean, this goes back to our point about Mania is way too long. You know, the crowd, you know, they've had several hours of wrestling now. They're kind of just not into this.
And I think they're also starting to set in that Roman Reigns is totally going on last. So
Yes.
It's like, fuck.
Exactly. They're dreading it and oh god, we're gonna get sad.
So like morale is taking a huge blow.
Yeah, it reminds me of last year with Triple H versus Seth Rollins, because watching that in isolation, it's actually a pretty good match. But it's like I think it's a good match, but it's like but like it's set in a super bad spot because it's this long, slow paced match, and it's like in the like middle of the show when everyone's just tired and kind of just wants to go home. So it's the worst possible choice to have in that slot.
Yeah.
And it's that same place here.
Yeah, shame, but the ending
really
helped it.
The ending was amazing. That was fucking perfect. I loved it because it seems like they're totally gonna do what they did with Asuka, or Nakamura is just kind of being the nice baby face, like, you beat me, good sir. May we shake on it? But then he does that brutal fucking looking low blow right in the phenomenal one.
Yep, and he's gonna do, and he did it again. So yes. Shinsuke is going to destroy AJ's cock and balls. Cock and balls at WrestleMania. God damn it!
WWE's fetish for cock and ball torture reveals itself once again.
Fuck.
No.
Well, yeah, like Shinsuke's just gonna kick AJ Styles in the dick multiple times during their match. We're probably gonna.
This is
gonna be like a.
It's gonna be TVMA.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's probably. Yeah, they're probably gonna have a rematch at either the Greatest Royal Rumble or at Backlash.
Yeah, they'll probably. I can see this feud going on for a few months.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's good. It's like I watched Nakamura's like heel promos on last Tuesday, and he's already way more interesting as a heel than he ever was as a face here.
Yeah, when someone described to me, when I read the description of like what his promo was, which was
the Mino speak English thing.
Mino speak English. Like I was like, not this shit again. But no, he did it to troll the interviewer because he didn't want to answer her question.
Exactly. It's why, because I saw some people be like, "Oh, why do people like this one?" But they hated the gender promo. It's like it's because Nakamura here isn't like he's clearly taking advantage of the stereotype to kind of just mess with people. Where with Ginger it was just straight racism.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like Shinsuke Nakamura was like, Shinsuke Nakamura does what my older relatives do, which they suddenly forget how to speak English when they're in a jam.
Yes.
Like when my grandpa does when we go to the where he's trying to buy something or get something and he doesn't agree with the deal and he starts like going, what?
Yes.
And
also, I don't know if you ever watched any of Chris Jericho's heel run in WCW, but like when he started out, like one of the first things he did to turn heel was like angrily attack Rey Mysterio after losing a match, and he like started doing this very insincere, "I'm so sorry, you guys. I will never do that again." And that's kind of what Nakamura's doing, where he's just like very like insincerely apologizing, but he's like, "No, I'm not really sorry."
Disingenuous baby. Being disingenuous is a good heel
trait.
Tactic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to. So yeah, match was fine, but yeah, if it starts a great storyline, I think it'll be worth it.
Yes, very much so.
So then we got our next second to last match, and it's a cool down match, and it's a weird match, but I enjoyed it.
Yes.
It's kind of like the John Cena Undertaker match, where it's honestly more just like an angle than an actual match.
Yeah, this was not a match. Definitely.
Yeah. Braun Strowman and his mystery partner versus The Bar for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, the Bar come out in a Fat Tuesday float with all the Mardi Gras people.
Yep.
Throwing beads at the crowd, but no one's going to show their titties. This is an Attitude Era where that's all it did happen. I don't think you ever seen that clip of like Triple H when he was in DX. He would like find two big titty women in the crowd and be like, "Show us your tits," and they totally did it.
I remember that. Were they plants?
Probably yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No way that women are just gonna Well, it was the 90s. Women showed their boobs all the time.
Yes.
But
then Braun comes out, but he's still by himself. They milked this till very last minute.
He destroyed the float too. Remember?
Oh my! I forgot about that. That was great. That was perfect. I'm glad they gave him like one. Braun angrily destroys something set piece for Mania. Next year,
that's his gimmick. Is just destroying things.
Next year, he's gonna interrupt the battle royale by just tipping the ring over and knock everyone out.
No, you're gonna see him outside the stadium, and then he's gonna flip the entire stadium.
Killing everyone inside instantly. The best WrestleMania moment.
You're gonna see Braun Strowman like get on a catapult, and they're gonna catapult him to the moon, and he's gonna blow the moon up. This was just an angle cooldown, literally, because how much time was stalled. Because Braun Strowman was like, "What my opponent is one of you," and then he goes into the crowd like frantically looking for a partner, and he grabs Nicholas.
Yes, and a lot of people are angry over this, but I thought it was cute.
Yeah. Like Braun Strowman, like people said, "Oh, this is ruining Braun Strowman's character." Like, no, Braun Strowman has gone from angry.
He's a level of a babyface now. Like he's not even a tweener anymore.
Yeah, he went from neutral monster heel to.
He's chaotic good now.
Chaotic good, yeah, because like during the Mixed Match Challenge, he showed that he has a soft side with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
he loves them short stacks. He was.
Since I mentioned it fast forward, it's probably not going to shock you that this like fucking destroyed Jim Cornette's mind.
Oh yeah, I bet. Good. I hope it did.
Same. Me too. But yeah, so I didn't mind it either because it's not like Nicholas like beat up Cesaro or anything. Like he's clearly scared. Like it's great because Cesaro actually shit socks him. And then he tags in Braun, and Braun kicks their asses, and they win.
And wins.
And that's it.
It was very believable that Brock could totally win this by himself.
Exactly. Like for me, it showed how like cocky Braun was at this point. They could literally just have a child as his partner and like dominate. Like that's what it was to him. This was just a big taunt.
Yeah, that poor kid was nervous too when he.
I know.
There. Like he.
Oh, blame him. He's he's just thrusting with all these people now.
Remember, like during, like he was trying to get him in the ring, and he had the microphone in his hand.
Yeah,
and like you could totally hear him say, "Get in there!" to the kid.
Yes,
and the whole crowd laughs. It was nice.
Aw.
Yeah. And yeah, since the kid had
scheduling
conflicts, he wasn't agreeing with his contracts.
Yeah. He didn't tell them. He didn't tell them beforehand that he was with the fourth grade promotion.
Yeah. Also, he had his buddy book so that he would win the championship and then hold the belt hostage. And now Nicholas is going to start his own wrestling promotion. That's what the rumor is.
Yeah.
He shot hard on Braun on a podcast. Did you see that on YouTube? Like Nicholas was like, Braun was really rude to me. When he picked me out of the crowd, he totally rushed it, blew the spot.
I know, it just destroyed my childhood.
Yeah, Nicholas is. I hear Nicholas is also going to go to New Japan. He's going to join the Bullet Club like everyone else does. So
yeah,
he's going to go to the Bullet Club.
He's going to replace Cody as the new leader. That's a...
He's gonna wrestle Okada,
yeah. But yeah, all that aside, this was this made a lot of people angry, but I was too drunk to care at this point. And rewatching it now, it was nice. It was like the crowd loved it, so there's that. So yeah, it was just it was what it was. It was just like it was kind of just a cute bit.
Yeah, it was a cute bit. I liked it. It
Yeah.
was a good payoff to the whole thing. I mean, I know a lot of people really wanted but like this show cannot use any. This show does not need more wrestling.
Yeah, I wasn't eager to watch a 20-minute tag match at this point, or any match.
I guess that's a fault of WWE though. Like, but at the same time, it's like I'm so tired. Just have a kid have a cool moment so you can brag about it at school.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, kid got to go to school the next day saying he was the tag team championship. That's fucking awesome.
And he won it. And he won it with Braun Strowman. And
yeah,
he's gonna shoot hard on Braun Strowman on the Taz podcast.
I hope they bring Nicholas back in like 20 years or so. Like they live up to Braun's promise that they will become tag team champs again.
Yeah, what if he attacks Braun though? Like he's coming to the Braun. It's Nicholas. He's coming to save Braun, and then he like spears Braun or something.
Oh, Nicholas's first heel turn.
Yeah.
Can't wait for long-term booking. So we're stalling because we don't want to talk about the main event.
This is a masterpiece. This is art. This is a skill to be this horrid. Okay. I want you people to know. I have seen some WrestleMania main events. We all know Bret Hart versus Yokozuna. We all know the Fatal 4-Way at 2000. Triple H versus Randy Orton at 25. The Miz versus John Cena at 27. Roman Reigns versus Triple H at 32. But oh my god. This was a travesty. This was... There are no words to describe this match. You need to witness this if you have not seen this. This was so bad. It's so... it's like mind-boggling. Just get up, do another F5. Get up, do another F5 kick out. Again and again and again. Just no rhyme or reason. No structure. No moves were done in this match. Barely any moves.
It was just so fucking boring.
Both men fuck up a table spot on the announced table spot.
It's just
like Roman got like belly to belly suplex to the table and he just walked to it. Mm-hmm. Holy fuck.
Yeah. This is just like it was just. I'm sure Brock got bad flashbacks to his match with Goldberg at 20 because that's how much heat this match got. The wrong kind of heat.
CM Punk chants.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas chants.
This is awful chants.
Loud. This is awful chants during the main fucking event.
Boring chants. Like
boring chants.
Just any negative chants you could get. Beach balls were everywhere. Like I saw some dudes that were like recording themselves watching in the audience, and like you could see so many beach balls during that match.
Mm-hmm.
It was just every single like thing you would hate for a crowd to do during a wrestling match. They did it.
Yeah, just wow.
Mm-hmm. And
they did nothing to win the crowd.
I know. It
was poison.
I actually felt bad for them because it's just like they look miserable. They look like they hated doing this.
The only person they worked to, they did not work the crowd. They did not work for the crowd. They worked for Vince McMahon.
Precisely.
Vince McMahon was probably watching. He probably told everyone in the gorilla position to leave, and he probably just sat there intently with 100% focus.
I'm just imagining.
This is a match. This felt like a man commissioned the WWE to have a match for them.
I'll give you $50 if you do a Roman Brock main event. How does that sound? Seriously.
Oh my god. It's
just
like
it's
this is up there with self-serving media like Paul W.S. Anderson. I forget his name. The guy who made
Resident Evil
Lightning.
guy?
Yeah, Paul W.S. Anderson with Resident Evil. How it's basically one big look how hot my wife is.
Exactly.
Whoever made Lightning and Lightning Returns and Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, the dude that like is obsessed with Lightning because and
just 100%. This is the Lightning show.
Please love my waifu.
Yes.
Yeah.
George Lucas and Anakin Skywalker.
Yes. It's just exactly. It's just Vince just cranking it to his two boys. Okay, that sounds so bad.
No, you're 100% right. Like this is self-serving. This is not for this is not for people. This is not for the fans. This is strictly for Vince.
Exactly. It's masturbatory. That's what it is.
It's very masturbatory. It's very like it's a huge vanity project, and not in a good way. This is vanity for my own self.
Exactly. I'm going to talk a bit about the storyline proceeding because, like, the build for this has been that Roman's a real wrestler. He's there every week. He's busting his ass while Brock's just he's just entitled. He doesn't give a shit. He's just there to make money. And it feels so disingenuous because they have like Roman rebelling against Vince because the only fucking storyline Vince can do anymore is just variants on Austin versus McMahon. And he's like, yo, Brock, I know Brock is Vince's boy. It's like, fuck off.
It's like, you are also Vince's boy. This is so, like, this is so disingenuous. This is so transparent that they're trying to get Roman over with the smarts, but it did not work.
It doesn't work. It makes me hate him more than ever now, as a character. It fell right in their face. It's so bullshit. Oh my god. It was a failure. A cataclysmic failure. I can't wait to see this match again next year. I know, that's the thing. In the end, Roman doesn't even get his coronation. Brock wins.
They are prolonging it.
Yeah, because we gotta swerve the smarks, bro.
And they were speculating, and I know the Giant Bombcast is a video game podcast, but they also talk about wrestling because Jeff Gerstmann is a huge wrestling fan. But like they were speculating that the reason why they put this off because they realized, hey, the Saudi Arabia crowd probably does not give a shit about Roman Reigns or any of the current storylines, so we can totally just have this be done at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
And he'd hopefully get cheered for once.
And and the crowd will probably either cheer or probably be like,
okay,
won't care.
How nice for you. And they just politely applause him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they give him a oh my god.
That's good enough.
Yeah, and oh my god, dude. I just thinking about this match is just like
I hate it because like I'm gonna bring it up because like I remember a while ago I was listening to like one of Stone Cold's podcasts. He had Vince Russo on as a guest, and they talked about like a Brock versus Goldberg for Mania 33, and Russo was like, that match was good, but since everyone predicted that Brock would win, I would have had Goldberg win instead. It's like, no,
shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. You have not learned any of your lessons, you fucking hack.
It's like I hate this because I think that's what they did with Brock and Roman. They had Brock win just because it'd be unexpected.
God.
And it's just it's unsatisfying as fuck.
And they're gonna think that the crowd popped for Lesnar winning. No, the crowd popped because it was over.
Yeah, that's it.
These people can go back to their hotels. They can get something to eat. They can go home.
Precisely.
They don't have to sit in this.
No, Vince activates a device that straps them in. It's like, none of you are leaving until every person in this arena cheers Roman.
Yeah, it's like, it's not enough that he loves his husbandos. Like, you have to love his husbandos too.
Exactly.
He's one of those people. He's one of those people that won't shut the fuck up about their wife who's their husband.
Precisely. And it feels passive aggressive. Like, since people aren't accepting Roman, we're gonna do this again and again and again and again until everyone cheers.
Yeah, I'm surprised Vince doesn't have his avatar as Roman. But he has a different for every account he has. It's a different picture of Roman. just really being like, that's just how much he. Oh, my head hurts, Josh.
It's okay. Mine. This is a head-hurting match, and Roman bleeds in this match. He bleeds like fucking crazy. I was legit.
Simpy.
I was legit worried for him.
Just to get sympathy. Yeah, this dude I believe aspirin is a blood thinner. So he must have took a bunch of aspirin so he can get as much as just gushing blood.
Mm-hmm.
And
the crowd didn't care. No.
Crowd did not even react to him bleeding. They were like, beach balls.
They probably just couldn't see it from like the cheap seats.
Yeah, but like, oh my god, they did that was like their only thing that they could get people to like.
That was their last card,
and that failed miserably. All that accomplished is that Reigns probably hasn't. Actually, Reigns looked pretty well the next day.
Hmm.
And
I just wonder. I do actually feel bad for Roman because it's just I doubt he's happy right now. I doubt he's happy about anything happening with him. And it just I don't. I mean, I'm just gonna hope that they finally get this over with at the Greatest Royal Rumble. Have Roman win. You know, the Saudis in the audience can give him like a golf clap, and we can move on. We can move on.
No, it's really, this is, like I said, it's a masterpiece because it's like The Room, it fails on every single level.
Mm-hmm.
So this fails on every single level, thus is a masterpiece.
Yes. It's like how not to do a main event. And also, I think it's really proves, like, I mean, this seems like it should be a no-brainer thing, but it really proves how fucking important a good main event is, especially for something like this. Because your card can be, like, mediocre, but if your main event's good, you leave the audience happy.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that here.
Funny match. The funniest match ever.
Yeah.
This is awful. And as commentary is putting their working boots on, you know, everyone else but Brock Lesnar really put their working boots on.
I know.
For this match.
They tried so hard to make it seem like it mattered. They tried so hard. But
I think Paul Heyman put more effort into it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the match. God.
I know. It's just like it's like this whole year. It's kind of been proof that, you know, just they haven't been able to get Roman as big as they want him to be. They've had everyone from John Cena to The Undertaker to Triple H to The Rock to Brock Lesnar, you know, put him over, but nothing works.
Dude, fucking Luz Thez can come, and he can get the father of wrestling. Every important figure in past wrestling could come, and nothing. San Martino cannot get him over.
CM Punk could like just rappel down a helicopter with Cult of Personality playing right now and yell, "Roman Reigns is the best wrestler in the world," and
everyone chants CM Punk at him.
Exactly.
Fucking Macho Man can resurrect and be like,
"Oh yeah, Macho Man, this is in Roman Reigns,"
and then they boo him.
Yes. Just like
I can't think of anyone else. Like, who else could they do this?
Yeah, I can't. There's no. They pretty much use every single one of the remaining like big past stars that can still wrestle to put Roman over, and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like
God,
that's look forward to Roman Reigns versus Batista for WrestleMania 35. I think I killed you saying that.
Oh man, Batista can come out dressed as Drax, and no, the crowd will boo.
You're the real Guardian of the Galaxy, Roman.
You're like Batista could be like, I hate doing Guardians of the Galaxy, and Roman Reigns is like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I have a Groot T-shirt. See, and still the crowd would boo him. He could come out with Baby Groot, and they would boo the shit out of Baby Groot.
No.
They'll say, "Fuck that! Fuck you, Groot! Fuck you, Groot! Fuck you, Groot!" and it's like it's WWE with Roman Reigns is like putting a battery in the wrong end. It's like you're putting the positive and negative charges on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And they're getting mad at the device for not working.
Precisely.
It's like turn him heel. Have him be a heel. Let him play to the booze. But no. They are going to try to nail water to a tree.
Exactly.
And
they have I can easily name 3-4 dudes right now that could take Roman's place as the top babyface.
Yeah.
You got Seth, you got Finn, you got Debra, you got AJ. Any of those guys could do. But no.
But nope. You're just gonna have Roman Reigns. Roman fucking Reigns. And then you're gonna see a mass exodus of fans leave the arena as his match goes on last. And this is nothing against Roman Reigns.
No, Roman's a good wrestler.
He's good, but man, oh man, do they just book this guy to do the same 2 moves a match? They book him to be this boring heel face.
They tried him
super disingenuous.
The most over he ever was was when he was with the Shield, because he was this silent, badass dude who just kicked ass. But they keep trying to make him something he's not. They tried making him into The Rock. They tried making him into John Cena. They tried making him this happy quipster dude, and it's it doesn't work with him.
You are just a spoiled, suffering succotash, son.
Can I tell you a story, Big Show, about Jack and the Beanstalk?
Fuck off! This is. Oh man, that Vince pulled him aside you need to say this. This will get you over.
Oh god, what if the Big Show comes back and they try reviving that feud? I hurt you. Yeah. But yeah, so TLDR is that Roman Reigns is not working as the guy. No matter, they just can't get him over. This match sucked. Mania was not a bad show, but it ended on a very sour note.
It's just long. I wish that the WWE Network had how on YouTube you can play a video at 1.5 times speed.
Yeah.
I really wish you could do that.
Exactly.
Make the shit go much faster.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I did not hate Mania. This was a fantastic Mania. It's just the low were very lows, and the highs were high, and the mediums were medium, but the lows were exceptionally low.
Exactly. And again, like I said, this is the importance of a main event, because when we went into this, we were both oh yeah, this Mania was not good, because just we the last thing we remember is just that crowd booing Roman and Brock. It leaves a bad negative lasting impression on the show.
Yeah, just this was probably one of the best Manias in a long time, but it could have been better.
Exactly.
And they just need to stop doing this these long ass shows.
Yeah, just get that shit down.
The one good thing about sorry to interrupt you, but
no, good.
The one good thing about WWE being $60 pay-per-views is that the pay-per-view carriers and all that and providers would tell them, you have this much time, Buster. And you have this much time, so you need to get all your shit in, and that's it. And the WWE were able to book accordingly to that, to time constraints. But now, since they have their own platform, they can be as long as they want.
Yeah.
And it's no, it wasn't that you were short on time that was killed you. It was that you were able to push yourselves at least a bit creatively. But man. I do not like that we live in this time where WWE just really just lays it thick,
They just kind of have this succession crisis right now, because they know Cena's on his way out. They know, so they need a new guy. They kind of have to stick with Roman because they've stuck with him for the last few years, and it's they got to make him work or bust, and it's just it's not. I mean, WWE is doing great in a lot of ways, but right now they're kind of struggling with who they want as their top dude.
Yeah, and how they go about executing their stuff. But I think overall, this was a good. This was a good show.
Yeah.
I like the show.
Just honestly, just stop watching after the Triple H Rousey match.
Mm-hmm. Unless you want to see Nicholas run roughshod on.
Exactly.
This is Megos. Goodbye.
Bye. Watch NXT TakeOver New Orleans. It's good. Bye.
Yes, do yourself a favor, bitch.